बिकने लोड़ी के 3-4 प्लेयर बच गए। जब जिंदर कराएंगे ना आप ऐसे ऐसे करके आना है ना हेलो समझिए अब बंद नहीं करना अभी कर दो ना हाँ कर दे भाई ना कि
खैर दो
नहीं कितना दीदी ये वो है ना यार क्या बोलते हैं कागज की है ना ऐसे नहीं है तेरे को वहाँ पे ड्यूटी लगाई हुई है बर्फ के अंदर या मैं बाथरूम में तो बंदा देता हूँ वो खींच देंगे फोटो तो कैमरा ले आया इधर नर्सिंग में है ना आप खींच दोगे ना फोटो से आप भी अपने मतलब यहाँ पे है ना वो यहाँ पर मना नहीं करना वो यार उससे उसको वही शौक है उसको नहीं आती होगी इतनी फोटो खींचने का है ना फिर बाद में बोलेंगे जी फोटो में खराब आ गई
सर अभी आ जाता ना तो एडजस्टिंग कर लेंगे कैमरे
वही चक्कर है ना
हाँ
इधर ये है यहाँ पर वहाँ पे खींच रहा फोटो बीएड मौके पे आके फिर थोड़ा काम हाँ मैं कर जल्दी वाला जीरो
नहीं नहीं
एजुकेशन का भी है। ये लाइट सॉल्व लाइट से कितना
लाइव है। हेलो आंसर है सर, इसका वही ख़राब है, ये जो स्टैंड है वही ढीला है। ब्रेकफास्ट कर रहे हैं अभी, कौन जा रहा है? ठीक 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 अनमोल ले लो। बीच में हाँ धूप पे खड़े हो गया फ्लैश कर दो अच्छी है ठीक है क्या स्टाइल है जल्दी करके
आरूप का
गार्डन में। और फिर हमने उसके साथ उसका मिक्सचर बनाया, काउ डंग के साथ मिक्स करके जो भी ऑर्गेनिक मैटर है, और उसका आज हम उसके यूज़ की, स्पेशल यूज़ किए इसी ने इंडिया पेट्रेट कर करके। इसके 45 से 60 डेज के अंदर यूज हो जाता है वर्मी कंपोस्ट। और ये सभी लक्ष्य तक में हम केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर का भी यूज़ करेंगे, पूरी तरह से नहीं कर सकते हैं, लेकिन इतना अच्छा होगा कि फिर आगे ये सॉइल की क्वालिटी बढ़ा देगा, उसका स्ट्रक्चर भी इम्प्रूव करेगा, साथ में क्वालिटी इससे जो इसका एक्सट्रैक्ट होता है ये एज हमारा फर्टिलाइजर होता है। इसमें स्टोन, सॉइल, वर्मी कंपोस्ट और डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनिक मटेरियल हम स्प्रे कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे ऐसे के बाद। तो ये एक सस्टेनेबल
How do you feel this is practically possible?
सर ये practically मैंने अभी इसको
So
रिसर्च
why farmers are not involved in
क्योंकि सर इतनी
India?
अवेयरनेस नहीं है, उनमें इतना पता नहीं है वर्मी कंपोस्ट के बारे में। वर्मी कंपोस्ट पहले से भी फार्मर्स को पता नहीं है, तो अगर ये ज़्यादा अवेयरनेस
Everybody is aware about this thing, but the only thing is
Sir, what is
effectiveness becomes there, and in large scale you can say कि जो यूरिया का आपका डाया और बाकी फर्टिलाइजर्स काम करते हैं, तो इन लार्ज स्केल इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू पुट इन दिस टाइप ऑफ
सर, और इसके लिए फिर इसकी मेंटेनेंस भी ज़रूरी होती है, क्योंकि इसके मॉइस्चर कंटेंट बनाना और इनका टेम्परेचर मेंटेन करना पेस्ट का, उस वजह से।
बट अगर सारी खेती को हम जैविक कर देंगे तो फिर भी वो सफिशिएंट होगा, जो प्रोडक्शन है फॉर द फुलफिलमेंट ऑफ द रिक्वायरमेंट। बिकॉज आपको पता है कि एट द टाइम ऑफ 47 एट द टाइम ऑफ डिवीजन और इंडिपेंडेंस ऑफ द कंट्री, तो टोटल पॉपुलेशन वाज 30 करोड़, एंड दैट टाइम our entire land, our entire area of India, that was not sufficient to use that type of quantity that can fulfill the requirement of the country. So now the population is 1.4, 140 करोड़। कैसे इसको fulfill करेंगे अगर ये
हमें केमिकल्स फर्टिलाइजर का यूज़ करना है पड़ता है, पर बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं, तो इसको हम कम इंटीग्रेट करके हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं। अगर इंटीग्रेट कर देना हम इन सबको, तब ये इफेक्टिवनेस थोड़ी।
बट ये आप कॉमन सेंस से कह रहे हैं, इसको कुछ यूज करें जस्ट फ्रॉम दी हेड ऑफ
एमएससी ज़ूलॉजी।
एमएससी और
सर इसमें बहुत सारा काम भी हो रहा है
these are
अभी।
challenges ना कि
Yes, sir.
बिकॉज अभी जो छोटे फार्मर्स हैं, नो फार्मर्स आर वेरी बैड शेप, फार्मर्स स्पेशली who are about 2 acre, 5 acre, 1 acre of canals, so means कि उसके लिए सर्वाइवल ही बहुत मुश्किल है।
जब तो ऐसे बहुत ज़्यादा यूज़ कर रहे हैं लोग वर्मी कंपोस्ट, पर ज़्यादा बस केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर की कम भी नीड पड़ जाती है, इंडिकेट तक कम उसमें यूज़ कर पाएंगे।
नहीं, लोग चाहते तो हैं, उनको वो भी है। अब जो बड़े फार्मर्स भी हैं वो क्या करते हैं, जो उनको घर पे खाना होता है, एटलीस्ट 2 acre or 3 acre, wheat है, पैडी है, whatever the vegetables हैं, so growing to organic composite and all. But rest of the land and for production and for sale purpose, तो ये चैलेंजेस को कैसे मीट किया जाए? वैसे तो हर कोई मैं भी चाहता हूँ, एंड एवरीबॉडी लेट से वांट पीएस जो खेती हमारी है, एग्रीकल्चर है, so that must on our natural
तो कैसे कि मेथड है कि इंटीग्रेट करता हूँ, इंटीग्रेटेड मोड्स में हम ऑर्गेनिक भी यूज़ करते हैं, इनऑर्गेनिक और बायो फर्टिलाइजर्स का भी यूज़ करते हैं, क्योंकि उसमें ये होता है केमिकल जो हम इनऑर्गेनिक यूज़ कर रहे हैं उसको कम अमाउंट में यूज़ करते हैं। एक बेस्ट इफेक्टिवली है कि अगर मतलब अच्छी वो चाहिए तो फिर इंटीग्रेटेड हो जाएगा, उसमें हम इंटीग्रेटेड न्यूट्रिएंट मैनेजमेंट करते हैं।
Yes, कौन सा प्रोजेक्ट है?
इसमें हमने इम्पोर्टेंस होती है जब हनी बीज प्रेजेंट होती है तब क्या इम्पैक्ट करता है, जैसे इसका इम्पैक्ट क्या पड़ेगा इकोसिस्टम पे और एग्रीकल्चर। जब हनी बीज कॉलोनीज जो है वो ज़्यादा मात्रा में प्रेजेंट होती है तब जो पोलिनेशन है तो उसकी वो बहुत अच्छे से होती है और जो फूड की ईल्ड है वो बहुत ही अच्छी होती है। ये हमने फर्स्ट पार्टीशन में शो किया कि जब हनी बीज की जो पॉपुलेशन है वो ज़्यादा जो है वो क्लाइमेट भी अच्छा था। नेक्स्ट हमने सेकंड पार्टीशन में बताया कि जब क्लाइमेट चेंज हो गया क्योंकि जो हनी बीज होती है वो क्लाइमेट को लेकर जो है वो सेंसिटिव होती है, वो उसकी जो पॉपुलेशन है वो रिड्यूस हो जाती है जैसे जैसे क्लाइमेट होता है। तो इसमें बताया कि हैबिटेट जैसे फैक्ट्रीज बना दी हमने डिफॉरेस्टेशन की, तो उसकी वजह से जैसे पेस्टिसाइड का यूज़ करते हैं तो उसकी वजह से जो है जो हनी बीज की पॉपुलेशन है वो कम हो जाती है, तो उसकी वजह से ये लोग होगा कि और जो क्रॉप की फिश है वो भी कम होगी। नेक्स्ट में बताया है कि जो हनी बीज के प्रोडक्ट्स हैं वो जैसे हम उनका यूज़ कहाँ कहाँ कर सकते हैं, जैसे हनी को हम एज अ फूड सोर्स भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं और मेडिसिन भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं और बाकी जैसे वीवैक्स का भी यूज़ करते हैं हम लोग। और नेक्स्ट में आए कि कंजर्व कैसे कर सकते हैं, हम इसको कैसे बचा सकते हैं, जैसे हैबिटेट प्रोटेक्शन करके इसकी और ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग वगैरह जैसे ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग और इसके प्रोटेक्शन करके जो है वो बचा सकते हैं। और ये सारा जो है वो सस्टेनेबल है, अगर इसकी पॉपुलेशन कम होती है तो ये शो करता है कि हमारा क्लाइमेट चेंज।
बट कैसे मेजर करते हैं पॉपुलेशन इज सफिशिएंट और पॉपुलेशन इज ओवर और पॉपुलेशन इज लोअर? हाउ वी कैन असेस दिस?
जैसे इनकी जो पॉपुलेशन जो है ज़्यादा बेमार हो जाती है उस टाइम जो है वो अनस्टेबल हो जाती है।
मार्च टू अप्रैल में इससे
यस सर, ये
मैक्सिमम
क्योंकि ये सेंसिटिव होगी टेम्परेचर के, इनको माइग्रेट करते हैं इस चीज़ के लिए कि कंजर्व करके माइग्रेट
बट सोल्यूशन होगा
माइग्रेट करके सर एक जगह से दूसरी जगह
बेटे डोंट क्रिएट रश, जाके नीचे सीट पे बैठो, ठीक है?
farming honey bee that is not contributing in the ecosystem. Ecosystem जो green bees है ये तो आपके बहुत क्वांटिटी होती है इसकी, जो आप इकोसिस्टम की बात करते हैं वो जो ग्रीन बीज
सर एक जो जैसे एक बॉक्स होता है उसमें 50 to 60,000
नंबर काउंटिंग होने जैसे आपका हाल है हमारे पास ऐसे बहुत बड़ा क्योंकि ये जो फार्मिंग है ये स्पेशली फार्मिंग हनी इनका काम है
फार्मिंग में भी
जैसे हमारे यहाँ आप देखोगे तो यहाँ कितने ये सिर्फ बट फसल तो फिर भी हो रही है वो ऑब्जेक्ट
बाकी इंसेक्ट जो है वो पॉलिनेशन करते हैं और जो सेल्फ
यही करते
अगर ये एक्सटिंक्ट हो जाएगी तो इन फ्यूचर हो सकता है
So using this, you can show it. Is it working?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is this? You can say drip irrigation system. Can you explain? Drip irrigation system is and rain harvesting. Same one. And recognition system is a very effective system in objects. So, do you know what type of irrigation systems are there? One is irrigation system, second is irrigation
एक मिनट
कैसे क्या जैसे हमारे यहाँ जो हम करते हैं यहाँ जो जैसे हमारे जैसे आप लैंड होगा वो दिन पानी लगाया हो लगा दिया पानी साइड लगाया flood we are exactly what that flood irrigation system. One is the drip irrigation system and sprinkling irrigation system.
Irrigation system is
कैमरा नितिन की बात है नीचे फोटो खींच रहे हैं
ये क्या है?
ये तो लाइव है
यूट्यूब पर यहाँ से नहीं करना तुम्हें,
यूट्यूब से करना है पीछे से
नीचे से करना।
नीचे
नीचे चला जाना और वो बंदे जब आएंगे तो उनको करते हुए आना तूने कवर।
ऊपर आ जाना फिर यहाँ करते आप वाईफाई कनेक्ट कर लेना दोनों अच्छा पास में
अपना है मेरा
अलम ट्रैवल है ना
मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ?
सिग्नल नहीं होता ना यहाँ पे
नहीं ये सर एक नीचे है ना लाइव
ये कौन सा लाइव?
ये यूट्यूब का
और नीचे कौन सा लाइव है?
फेसबुक का।
तो भैया यहाँ पे यूट्यूब दिखा रहे हैं हम। तू नीचे जा,
दोनों में नीचे
उनको कवर करते हुए आ ऊपर। जैसे आएंगे ना कैसे
आपने टाइम लगना खाना खा
नहीं आ रहे हैं सर, प्रिंसिपल ने बोल दिया 5 मिनट में आ रहे हैं, जल्दी जा।
यहाँ पे रिलेटिव नहीं पर तेरा कौन है 5G है 5G तेरा ऊपर आके यहाँ पे कनेक्ट कर लेना
कोई नहीं सर रहा नहीं सर भूल गया सर बोल रहा चलो तो ऊपर लगे जितना मरने मगर अध्ययन इतने रुक रहा है
एक मिनट ये बना रंग गया था ना, ये वो उठाया है। और इसमें किया ऑर्गेनिक मैटर ऑर्गेनिक पाउडर यूज़ किया है, आज वो यूज़ किया है। वैसे हम ट्राइकोडर्मा भी यूज़ करते हैं स्पीड अप करने के लिए, कभी स्पीड अप करवानी है 45 to 60 डेज के लिए।
क्या है? वापस ले जा रहे हैं उससे क्या होगा इकोनॉमिक क्लास
welcome our today's chief guests and all the dignitaries with a huge round of applause. As we know that, please take your seats, everyone. As we know that, first of all, in the worship of Ma Saraswati, here it is the time to the lamp lighting.
एक मिनट
ये दोनों बंद कर दो।
All of you please stand up in the respect of Mahabharata.
जल्दी फोटो ले फोटो ले
Thank you very much, sir. Now I would like to request our today's chief guest, Professor S.K. Mehta ji, D.R. Thakur ji, Balbir Singh Kaid ji, Deepak Patmania ji, J.S. Patel ji, and our the principal sir. Please take their seat on the dais. Please, sir. I would like to request our students for the Vande Mataram, and I will also call you to please stand up for their respective places for giving the respect to Mahabharati. Thank you.
Vande Mataram, Vande
morning, one and all present here. I am Vineet Rana, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Application and AI. It is with great pleasure and deep honor that I extend my warm and heartfelt welcome to all our esteemed guest dignitaries and respected intellectuals and all the participants gathered here today. I would like to request our honorable chief guest of this national conference to kindly grant me permission, sir, to commence today's program. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite our students to kindly come forward for the wedding ceremony. Let's extend a warm welcome to the esteemed dignitaries seated on the dais and on the sofas also, whose gracious presence enriches this occasion. Dear students, please proceed to the badge to our respected guests. And sir, I will definitely bring your notice. If you see all these badges, then you find that these are the organic or the natural badges because our students did very hard work to make these badges, sir. All these badges with the pulses. Give a big round of applause for the hard work of our students. Our students took approximately 1 month to make these pages and to make this occasion interactive. You people can also see this event online through YouTube and Facebook channel. For YouTube, you can go Minerva Group of Colleges, and for Facebook, you can go Minerva PG College of Arts, Science and Commerce. Currently, all our social media channels are active. Thank you, everyone. Now, I would like to call our working principal, sir, for the facilitation ceremony to our chief guests and all the dignitaries sitting on the dais. Please give a big round of applause and enjoy the movie. Don't hesitate with clapping because it also keeps up vigilance. So please enjoy the moment and give a big round of applause for this moment. It is we people are very fortunate that today we are having such kind of renowned presidency in our college. So don't miss this opportunity because such kind of day never come again. Our students also did very hard for making this flower vase. If you see these flower vases, then you will find that all these flower vases are painted, and this work has been done on our students. Today we are also very fortunate that we are having a very renowned personality, Professor Balbir Singh Kaji. Within 2 days or after 2 days we can see he will retire from his glorious service. If I remember, on 30th of this April, he will retire from his glorious service, and for living this movement, we are here to give the guest of honor to Sir Balbir Singh Kaji. Thank you so much, sir, for a blessing and for a very time to stay with us. Thank you very much, sir.
का मेरा
मिनरवा कॉलेज
पीजी बोल पीजी चार्जर होगा नीचे
लो ये पकड़ लो
रूम पता ना काम
रूम का
नीचे नीचे
सेकंड ये जस्ट इसके
ये जो रूम है ना इसके नीचे रूम
Now it is the time to honor our chairman, sir, to work very hard for everything, and it is all because of his blessing that today we people are here. So give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, in the respect of our chairman, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Minerva PG College of Arts, Science and Commerce is organizing a national conference on sustainable planning in 21st century opportunities and challenges in collaboration with Thin Science Congress Association. We people are very fortunate, and from last 3-4 months, we people are working very hard to make this conference a successful. So, ladies and gentlemen, please one more time, give a big round of applause for the hard work of all the organizing committee who did a very hard work within these 2 and 3 months. Now, I would like to call our working principal, Dr. Prashant Kumar ji, for the welcome address. Please give a big round of applause to our working principal.
Good morning to one and all. It is my privilege to stand over here and above all to extend a welcome address to the dignitaries whom presence in this premises will not only august but flourish the aura of this Minerva group of countries. On the behalf of my management, my students, my faculty members, I formally welcome you all in this premises. Please give a huge round of applause to our guests. In continuation to the obligations assigned to me, first of all, I would like to welcome our respected chief guest, Professor S.K. Mehta ji, ex-Vice Chancellor, University of Ladakh. Sir, we welcome you in our premises for giving us lots of blessings by your presence. It is a great privilege for us on our single submission, on our small request. You consented to be over here. Sir, we will be always obliged to you. Next, we have Dr. D.R. Thakurji. Since inception, I remember the day when we conceived the idea to start this course, BA, BSc, BCom program. The first inspection, university inspection for affiliation, as an VC nominee, Dr. D.R. Thakurji visited us, and till date, we are getting or benefiting by his expertise in different areas. I request him to be here, and he instantly agreed to be present here to bless me. Sir, on the behalf of my entire college, I welcome you. It is a great opportunity for us. A very renowned name, Dr. B.S. Kair from NIT Jalandhar is among us. And more beautiful thing is that he after 2 days he is getting his renunciation, and I know prior to renunciation a man has to make lot of arrangements. So sir, in spite of your busy schedule, you are here. Thank you very much. As you all know, this is an collaborative effort in collaboration with Hindu Science Congress Association. And what I can say, the director of this association, the president of this association, or the leader of this association is among us, Dr. Deepak Patania ji. I have no words to explain his wisdom, his quality of leadership, and the way he motivates us during the course of his preparations. As Mr. Vineet said, our faculty made a good effort. Yes, we made a good effort, but it all due to the guidance of Hindu Science Congress Association that is led by Dr. Deepak Patania ji. Sir, thank you very much for extending your cooperation with us. And how I connect with the Hindu Science Congress Association is a man whom I met, I think, 5 years before, Dr. Rajesh Sharma ji. He is my younger brother, although this is a formal stage, but I would like to acknowledge all the time when I have any kind of issue, problem, or require some sort of guidance. He is always be with me, always with my institution to guide us, to motivate us. Sir, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है, अभिनंदन है। हमारे बीच उपस्थित हैं डॉक्टर सुनील जी, सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी से, धर्मशाला से। सर, अपने पूरे परिवार की तरफ से आपका हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूँ, धन्यवाद करता हूँ। आपका व्यक्तित्व के विषय में सुना था, आज आपके प्रत्यक्ष दर्शन हुए हैं और हम गौरवान्वित महसूस करते हैं। आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। हमारे बीच उपस्थित हैं डॉक्टर आर के नेगी जी, जो कि डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ जूलॉजी हिमाचल प्रदेश यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर कार्यरत है। सर, पूरे परिवार की ओर से, मेरे छात्रों की तरफ से आपका अभिनंदन। हिम साइंस कांग्रेस एसोसिएशन के सेक्रेटरी डॉक्टर राकेश कुमार जी हमारे बीच उपस्थित हैं। It is his third visit to this campus. In last 3 months during the course of preparation, he used to visit us regularly and put forth his valuable suggestions in order to be a good show at the end of the day. Sir, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत for your kind efforts and motivation. जगदीप वर्मा जी सरदार पटेल यूनिवर्सिटी से हमारे बीच उपस्थित हैं। सर, आपका भी बहुत बहुत स्वागत है, अभिनंदन। एक ऐसा नाम डॉक्टर सुनील कुमार जी, हिमाचल प्रदेश यूनिवर्सिटी से। सर, आप बहुत ही गुणी प्रतिभा के स्वामी हैं और सर ने इस कोर्स के अंदर, इस पूरे प्रिपरेशन टाइम के अंदर हमें बहुत अच्छे तरीके से गाइड किया, रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट को, बाकी चीजें हों। सर, आपका रेडी रहेंगे, आपका स्वागत है, अभिनंदन। इसके अलावा हमारे बीच उपस्थित हुए हैं डॉक्टर मनोज कुमार जी, डॉक्टर दिलजीत जी, डॉक्टर कामाक्षी कुंभा जी, डॉक्टर अनूप गिरी जी, डॉक्टर यूनिस अहमद खान जी और परीक्षित जी, आपका स्वागत है। दीक्षित जी आपका स्वागत है, अभिनंदन है। He is a young scientist at Central University of Technology. अगर कोई नाम मेरी तरफ से छूट गया हो तो मैं क्षमा प्रार्थी रहूँगा, हालांकि मैंने अपनी तरफ से एक बेस्ट प्रिपरेशन की थी। नितेश सर, आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद रहेगा। आपने भी इस पूरे प्रकरण के अंदर, इस आयोजन के अंदर बहुत अहम भूमिका का निर्वहन किया है। आपके दिल से हम रेडी रहेंगे। आज के इस इनॉग्रल सेशन में मैं ज़्यादा समय नहीं लूँगा। The day we conceived this idea to organize this particular conference and selected the theme, I used to think over what I have to say on that day. So I have not enough expertise in the field, but what is realized by me is that because I am the person from the discipline of education, तो मैं एक ही लाइन बोलूँगा, sustainable development is not any problem. Sustainable minds are the problem. If our education be successful in order to develop, in order to inculcate sustainable instincts, sustainable thought process among the students, then definitely one day we will be able to achieve sustainable goals. Until unless our educational system will not contribute positively in order to attain this agenda, I believe nothing can be more fruitful or what we said, कुछ लाभदायक नहीं होगा। इसी के साथ अंततोगत्वा इस पूरे प्रांगण में जो आप सभी, हम सभी कुछ कर पा रहे हैं, इकट्ठे हुए हैं, इसके पीछे हमारे सूत्रधार और हमारे सूत्रधार हैं हमारे प्रबंधक समिति के चेयरमैन जर्नैल सिंह पटियाल जी। इन्हीं के आशीर्वाद से, इन्हीं के साधनों से ये सब संकल्प हैं। सर, हमें अपॉर्चुनिटी देने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। एक बार फिर आप सभी श्रोताओं का, आप सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स का इसके मंच के माध्यम से मैं डॉक्टर प्रशांत शर्मा हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूँ, स्वागत है। धन्यवाद।
Thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful welcome address. Now, I would like to call Engineer J.S. Patel ji, the Chairman, Minerva PG College of Arts, Science and Commerce, for the presentation address. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to Chairman, sir.
सभी को नमस्कार। आज के इस इवेंट के मुख्य अतिथि प्रोफेसर एस.के. मेहता साहब, एक्स वाइस चांसलर लद्दाख यूनिवर्सिटी। सर, आपका आज के इस कार्यक्रम में बहुत स्वागत, बहुत अभिनंदन। आपने अपने वैल्यूएबल समय में से समय निकालकर हमें आशीर्वाद दिया, आप यहाँ आए, इसके लिए हम आपके बहुत आभारी हैं। प्रोफेसर डी.आर. ठाकुर साहब, प्रोफेसर दीपक पठानी साहब, प्रोफेसर सुनील कुमार जी, प्रोफेसर राजेश कुमार शर्मा साहब, जिनका बहुत सानिध्य हमें मिलता रहता है। हालांकि यूनिवर्सिटी चेंज हो गई है अगेन, जैसे डॉक्टर प्रशांत ने बताया। डॉक्टर आर.के. देवी साहब, डॉक्टर राकेश कुमार जी, डॉक्टर महेंद्र प्रताप सिंह, डॉक्टर अशोक कुमार जी, प्रोफेसर जगदीप वर्मा जी, डॉक्टर सचिन उपबंदी जी, डॉक्टर सुधीर कुमार, डॉक्टर मनोज कुमार, डॉक्टर सुजीत, डॉक्टर कामाक्षी गुप्ता जी, डॉक्टर अरूप गिरी जी, डॉक्टर यूनिस अहमद हजाम जी। सर, आप सभी को बहुत बहुत आभार, बहुत बहुत प्रणाम और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि आपने आज इस प्रांगण में आके मिनरवा ग्रुप ऑफ कॉलेज की जो शोभा और शान है वो बढ़ाई है। हम इसके लिए आपके सदैव रेडी रहेंगे। Let me be very honest, I am not a man of sciences. I have never studied environment. I have never attended this type of conferences. And I am not here because of my qualification, because of my experience, not even because of my any contribution to the environment. I am here only because of the virtue of my chair. Being a chairman of this institution, so this opportunity has been given to me because this is the opportunity and I have to say something. So I will try my best to speak out my mind on the subject. So this is my humble request on the dignitaries sitting on the dais and in front of me. Please do not gaze me, do not check the words what I am saying, because if you will compare with the facts and findings, so बहुत उसमें छूटा रहेगा। But again, मेरे को जब भी मौका मिलता है, so always I am a man of opportunity. I always have the opportunity and say what I have experiencing, what I have experienced in my life. The word sustainable planet, 21st century opportunities and challenges. This Saturday को ही मैंने सुना है डॉक्टर प्रशांत से कि इस टॉपिक पे इस तरह से हो रही है, और आज मॉर्निंग में जब आ रहा था गाड़ी से, so then I was trying to think कि कुछ बोलना है। That is a balance between the nature and development. We cannot stop development because of nature. Nature की दुहाई देके development को नहीं रोका जा सकता। but at the same time development at the cost of nature भी नहीं की। आज की जो ये सलाह इसमें जो चर्चाएं होंगी, जो डिस्कशंस होंगी, जब हम अपनी गुरबानी को पढ़ते हैं तो उसमें एक तुक आती है, पावन गुरु पानी पिता माता धरत महत। ये आज से 550-600 साल पहले गुरु नानक देव जी ने अपनी वाणी में लिखा, पानी पहला जीव है, ये भी लिखा। तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि ये सडनली तो नहीं जिंदा होगा एक दिन। आखिरकार इसमें बहुत विचार हुआ होगा, बहुत चर्चाएं हुई होगी, बहुत डिस्कशन हुई होगी, फाइनली ये क्रक्स निकला होगा, ये तथ्य निकला होगा कि जो नेचर है जिसमें पवन गुरु पानी पिता माता धरत महत निचोड़ के रख दिया उसको, तो इसका मतलब ये 600 साल पहले भी हो गई। जब हम अपने पुराणों को पढ़ते हैं तो उसमें भी जो नेचर का जिक्र और उसमें जो रिस्पेक्ट और उसका जो इम्पोर्टेंस एंड महत्व वो मिलता है, वेदों में भी मिलता है। तो इसका मतलब ये आदिकाल से चर्चाएं, गोष्ठियां, कॉन्फ्रेंसेस, वर्कशॉप नेचर को लेके हो रही है। आज उसी कड़ी, जिस कड़ी में वेद पुराण, जिस कड़ी में गुरु नानक ने अपनी वाणी में उसी कड़ी को आगे बढ़ाते हुए आज के इस कार्यक्रम का जो आयोजन हुआ है, तो मैं समझता हूँ कि उसी हवन कुंड में एक और आहुति मिनर्वा ग्रुप ऑफ कॉलेजेस की तरफ से आप लोगों के सहयोग और आशीर्वाद से हम कर रहे हैं, और आगे भी इसी तरह से समय समय पर जो बुद्धिजीवी होंगे वो करेंगे। बैलेंस डेवलपमेंट और नेचर का किस तरह से हमें करना है, बिकॉज टू सेव नेचर, टू सेव दिस प्लैनेट अर्थ and to hand over to the next generation, it is not the responsibility of one man, one college, one organization, one state. It's a collective responsibility of the each and every creature on this planet, so that we can save our planet. And दूसरी एक तरफ बहुत देर से मैं जो मेरे लोग जानते हैं, मेरे साथ डिस्कशन करते हैं, स्पेशली डॉक्टर प्रशांत, मैं बातें कहता हूँ, हालांकि वो बड़ी वीक स्टेटमेंट है, वो स्टेटमेंट है जो मैं कहता हूँ कि नेचर सेव्स इटसेल्फ। हम अगर प्लांटेशन करते हैं या हम नेचर को सेव करने के लिए किसी भी तरह का कार्यक्रम करते हैं, वो हम कोई नेचर को एहसान नहीं करते। अगर हम नहीं करेंगे तो क्या होगा? क्या ये प्लेनेट खराब हो जाएगा, खत्म हो जाएगा? ऐसा नहीं है, because this planet, this nature has the competence to save itself. This nature is not dependent on humans. If humans will do, then it will work properly. हम जो अर्थक्वेक्स एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं, सुनामीज करते हैं, पिछले साल हमने पंजाब के अंदर फ्लड्स को एक्सपीरियंस किया है, पिछले 3-4 सालों से लगातार हिमाचल में जो एक तरह से जो एक बहुत त्रासदियां आ रही हैं नेचर के तरफ से, उनको एक्सपीरियंस किया है। तो वो ऐसा नहीं है कि नेचर हमें तंग करना चाहिए। नेचर अपने आप को रिफ्रेश करती है, अपने आप को सेफ रखने के लिए, अपने आप को सस्टेनेबल रखने के लिए वो एक तरह से अपने आप को फिर से रिफ्रेश करती है। सो अपना आप सेव करने के लिए हम लोगों को दिक्कतें कम आए, हम लोग आराम से जी सके, रह सके, उसके लिए जो हम डेवलपमेंट करते हैं, और ये हम आज का विषय शायद यही रहा होगा। अब जैसे जैसे मैं सुनूंगा वो मेरी समझ में आएगा कि ये क्या है, बट एज पर right now, as per understanding, as per my mind understanding, so I have understood this thing. मैं आपको एक खुशी की बात ये बताता हूँ कि हमारे कैंपस के अंदर हर साल हम 350-400 हो सके तो 500 की जो न्यू पेड़ हैं, ट्रीज हैं, वो हम प्लांट कर रहे हैं बरसात के दिनों में। हर साल का टारगेट है कि 300-400 नया प्लांट जो हम लगाते हैं। प्लांट्स के अंदर हम ये ध्यान में रखते हैं कि वो ऑर्नामेंटल प्लांट्स ना हो, वो सारे के सारे शेडिंग ट्रीज और नेटिव ट्रीज हैं, जैसे कि हरड़, पेड़ा, आंवला, फूल, टेहू, दसूगा और देसी तरह के जो दरख्त हैं, पड़ाव है, किकर है, 3 हमने पीपल प्लांट किए हैं अपने हाथ से और वो पिछले 7-8 साल में काफी बड़े हुए। जब आप दिन में थोड़ा लंच के लिए जब भी आपको समय मिलेगा एक कॉलेज का राउंड लेंगे तो यू विल फाइंड एवरी ट्रीज एंड एवरी ईयर इट इज वी फील इट इज आवर रिस्पांसिबिलिटी कि जहां हम ये कंक्रीट की बिल्डिंग स्टडी कर रहे हैं वहां हम एक ब्रीदिंग स्पेस अपने ट्रीज के साथ रखें। वैसे भी मेरी समझ ये कहती है कि जिस धर्म पंथ में आप है तो जब जाएंगे तो हर कोई 2 या 3 भी अपने साथ लेके जाएगा। अगर ज्यादा हम नहीं कर सकते हैं तो कम से कम 2-3 भी जो फाइनली हमें चाहिए ही चाहिए वो हम जरूर। बाकी जहाँ तक ग्लोबल वार्मिंग बहुत सारी थ्योरीज जो इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे होती हैं, बहुत सारी उसमें पॉलिटिक्स होती है और जो देश इस चीज के प्रोपेगेंडास करते हैं उन देशों ने सबसे ज्यादा पोल्यूशन किए हैं, ज्यादा उन्होंने डैमेज किया है। हमारी संस्कृति के अंदर तो हम सभी नदियों को, दरियाओं को पूजते हैं, पेड़ों को पूजते हैं, पर्वतों को पूजते हैं, तो वो उस नेचर से हैं। और फिर उसके बावजूद भी हम ऐसी जो गोष्ठियाँ हैं, ऐसी जो कॉन्फ्रेंसेस हैं वो हम करते हैं और मैं डॉक्टर प्रशांत और उनकी पूरी टीम को बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूँ इस तरह का प्रोग्राम ऑर्गेनाइज करने के लिए। और जितने भी महानुभाव दूसरी यूनिवर्सिटी से आए हैं उन सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद है। 1-2 मिनट में और इस डायस पे let me take this opportunity to tell something about this organization. When we were sitting in my office, so just there was a curiosity, our chief guest sir and many others, they want to know when this organization came into existence. So let me take this opportunity for 2 minutes to explain our journey from 2005 when we see this idea to frame this organization. So August 2005 was the day when we conceived this idea with what of this society now, Saraswati Educational Society. And in 2007 and 8 were the years when we started our first batch of B.Ed. So 2007 from B.Ed, at that time there was only one course that was B.Ed, and in 2009 we started Polytechnic College and we run that college for 4-5 years and then finally in 2014 because हम सब जानते हैं कि admissions in polytechnics and admissions in engineering colleges were very down because of this privately managed institutions. It was not it was very difficult for us to run that polytechnic college. Then we decided to shut down that college in 2014. So again in 2014 we were with only one college, that was B.Ed college, and from 2000 you can say 13 till 2017 that was a very bad patch in the history of this Minerva group of colleges. Then in 2017 Dr. Prashant came into this organization and took the charge of College of Education. बहुत उन्होंने मेहनत की, बहुत हमारा साथ दिया and from 2017 till date कभी भी हमने पीछे मुड़के नहीं देखा है। 2017 जब डॉक्टर प्रशांत हमारे साथ आए हैं तो सिर्फ B.Ed कॉलेज एंड उससे पिछला जो साल था 2016 there were only 9 admissions in this college and we were running our college with only 9 students. He took the charge in our very first year of his career. He completed 100 seats in B.Ed and tried to track on the institutions. Then in 2018, we applied for Pharma College, B Pharma and D Pharma. Then in 2019, Dr. Kapil is sitting just before me. So he came into this organization and from 2019 till date, all the pharma institutions, because whosoever is connected with the HP Technical University, they know this thing. Every year we are technical university. Many of the students, they got positions in university, and we are enjoying a very good reputation with the technical university. Then in 22, nursing college with BSc nursing and GNM. That came into existence again in 2025. Aman he joined us, now he is doing very well. So as of now, from 2017 with one course, now as on date we are offering 18 different streams to this area. More than 1100 students they are studying here, and we believe in imparting good quality education. So उसी के इस ग्रुप के अंदर इस तरह से हर साल डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एजुकेशन, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ आर्ट्स साइंसेज एंड कॉमर्स, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ फार्मेसी एंड नर्सिंग डिफरेंट इवेंट्स हमारी कोशिश रहती है कि हम करें, और जितना ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हम ऑनेस्टली सोसाइटी को सब कर सकते हैं वो हम करें। हमारी मैनेजमेंट में हमारे मेंटर डॉक्टर गोपाल कृष्ण सक्सेना, सो ही इज इन बैंगलोर। रिसेंटली डॉक्टर रमेश वी हैव स्टार्टेड आवर रिसर्च प्रोग्राम। अगर आप वेबसाइट पे जाएंगे तो गोपाल सक्सेना सेंटर फॉर एडवांस्ड रिसर्च, वी हैव स्टार्टेड इन बैंगलोर। 10 साइंटिस्ट वी हैव हायर्ड एंड नाउ वी आर वर्किंग इन क्वांटम कंप्यूटिंग एंड क्वांटम फिजिक्स। Recently from this year we are going to start that research in Minerva, and we will take this privilege to one of the best and one of the very few institutions in private sector who will start research programs in quantum computing and quantum physics. Around 10 scientists as of now we have hired in Bangalore, scientists from Indian Institute of Sciences and Research, IITs and other prestigious institutions, and हमारा एक टारगेट है कि बाय 2030 मिनर्वा ग्रुप ऑफ कॉलेजेस के अंदर जो एक रिसर्च प्रोग्राम है, व्हाट वी हैव एक्सपीरियंस्ड पर्सनली मी डॉक्टर प्रशांत एंड आवर टीम। So what is happening right now? Why we are thinking about research program? Because educational institutions, many matters are, but most of the educational institutions, what they are doing, just transferring the book information to the minds of the students, and they are going through the years. Finally, they are sitting in the exam and they are mounting that information to the answer sheets, and we are evaluating those answer sheets and giving them marks. On the basis of marks we are evaluating yes who is intelligent. So इस myth को थोड़ा हम चेंज करके जो रिसर्च है, how to create knowledge, how to make this happening, कि all the students they should have a critical thinking in their mind. This is not like that we just we are taking some information from these sources of gadgets or books and just transferring those information to this thing and finding. So maybe there is a flaw in our education system, but improving as मेरी डॉक्टर डॉक्टर साहब से भी बात हो रही थी, maybe from this year very soon this national education policy for most of the states they have already implemented this, and we are hoping your state is also working on that. We are expecting. So these few words came into my mind, and I have tried my best to explain. So thank you very much to bear me, because मैंने पहले ही आपको बता दिया था कि मैं बहुत ज़्यादा रेलेवेंट हूँ। हालांकि कल जब बात हो रही थी तो डॉक्टर प्रशांत भी कह रहे थे, और मेरे को भी समझ आया कि जो टीके हैं वो आप लोगों के सामने भी खाली जा सकती हैं, वो तो कुछ और ऑडियंस है जहाँ हम कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज आप तो बहुत इंटेलेक्चुअल्स हैं और बहुत इस फील्ड के माहिर हैं। तो अगेन मेरी ये ड्यूटी थी आपके सामने 10 मिनट जो भी मेरा विचार है उसको रखना, एंड आई हैव ट्राइड माय बेस्ट। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable and blessing words. Now, it is the time for call a renowned personality in front of us, who is the President of Indian Science Congress Association, Professor Pathania ji. But before I call him on the line, I would like to tell you something about Professor Pathania ji. Professor Pathania holds both the PhD and prestigious BSc degree. He has an outstanding research record with 236 publications in national and international journals. Pathania ji served as board member of University of Hyderabad from 2018 to 2020, nominated by President of India. He is currently a member of the Technical Review Committee under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India. Ministry of Notably, he has been listed among top 2% scientists globally for 4 consecutive years from 2020 till 2023. As per the Stanford University, he received a Distinguished Alumni Award from NIT Jalandhar in 2021 and a Social Award from Asian Polymer Association in 2023 for his contribution to science and society. Now, I would like to call Professor Pathania ji, President HSCA, to share an overview of the conference. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to Prime Minister. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The chief guest of the day, Professor Mehta, the former Vice Chancellor of the University of Ladakh, and the very renowned scientist, having more than 500 publications, and served as director of many institutions, I would say, and always guiding force behind me for the science and society, what we could say. Professor Cat, the guest, guest of honor of the day, my elder brother, he is not retiring, teacher may have retired. We are talking about the retiring of Professor Cat, but I think after 2 days, he is going very positive thought and will power the society to serve the society. Because society needs such person, having a scientific temperament, having a lot of research in the field of polymer and pharmaceuticals. So this is the right time, the way by which we can give the thing which we have learned from the light of the society. Then the chairman of this trust, Sri J.S. Patel. So we have here his view and the vision of the institutions. I think really, sir, you are working for the development of the society in a very sustainable way. The way this conference is going to be held is really sustainable. So this is the practically, this is purely practical. How we talk, we read in the theory classes. This is the practical exposure which we are giving to everyone right here. Professor J.S. Professor and Director in HU University Simla, Dr. Prasad, he is always in touch with the people for planning and engaging this conference. So when we discuss the things during the meetings, so we are always talking that he is planning everything in the right way and in the right direction. It's very visibly leader. So this type of really is required for the issues like this. And Professor Rajesh Sharma is the Vice President of the Science Congress Association. So he is the bond between the Indian science as well as the institutions. So when we are thinking about the celebration of our Foundation Day, tomorrow is the 40th Foundation Day of the Indian Science Congress Association. So Professor Rajesh suggests that we have to organize in a particular college where we can tell, we can give something to the people's new generations or we can give some highlights about the things which have been done in the last 14 years. And the other executive member of the association, Dr. Rakesh Thakur is here, is also working, we all are working in a team. The cadets goes to all the members or all the executive of the New Science Conversation for making this association a very friendly society and the best contributor for the government of the society. Dr. Dixit, the press secretary of the Science Conversation. Dr. Nitish Chauhan is taking care of the college universities. How we start, how we accelerate work in the colleges of the university. Dr. B.B. Singh, is the former joint secretary of the Science Conversation. Professor Sunil Thakur from the Central University of Himachal Pradesh is also we always also very helping and supporting the event of the Science Competition every year. Then Dr. Legi is the head of the Sciences in Shimla. Professor Kya, the younger brother of the Professor Kya, is retired as a professor from Non University, Solan. Dr. Sok is sent from Central University of Jammu. And other faculty members, other guests, research scholars, faculty of this college, and delegates. First of all, I would like give some highlights about the Hill Science Congress Association. So the Hill Science Congress Association was founded in 2012 with the support and blessing of the young minds, young scientists of the Himachal Pradesh. And this association had organized over 14 national international conferences in different parts of Himachal Pradesh. Besides this society has also initiated a very inspiring program in the schools of the remote area of Himachal Pradesh to encourage the students for the society, for the environment and for the sciences. Moreover, this society have also organized a lot of quiz competition for the sustainable environment. So that people are not only organized, but we also have these rewards to the top of the quizzes also in form of the checks. For the last 3 to 4 years, in Science Association with the help of Professor Rajesh Sharma, with the help of some industries, have initiated some awards. One is Chopra Award for the student who is pursuing PSC in the college and for very low income background. So Hill Science Foundation Association support that one girl, one boy with a check with a rupees of 11,000. Today we are also awarding the 2 students from the college. The Hill Science Foundation have started some competition between the students to give presentation on the live projects. Today you will see some project from the school. So an award of 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, one students, it will be given to the winner of these prizes. The purpose is to how we can accelerate, how we can inspire the young minds for this science and society. This is purpose of the science competition. हमारा पर्पज इसलिए हुआ था कि हमारा पर्पज यही था कि साइंस का कि कैसे हम, क्योंकि हिमाचल में टैलेंट की देश को कोई कमी नहीं है, बट पीपल कैन नॉट अवेयर करना क्या है, हाउ वी टू सी ऑप्शंस क्या क्या है. तो वी ट्राई टू प्रोवाइड the options, opportunities, as well as the how the challenges can be overcome. all things in what way we can provide, we are providing. तो एक छोटा सा प्रयास है, इसमें बहुत सारा करने की जरूरत है अभी। तो मैं आशा करता हूँ कि जो यहाँ पे लोग बैठे सुन रहे हैं, इसमें इसके भागीदार बनेंगे और they try to contribute in any way for the development and the upliftment of the society. So this is about the science competition. In science competition, I have more than 500 members. Yesterday, we are talking about the next conference of the science competition. The suggestion came from Professor Kat and our chief guest, Professor S. Mehta, that we have to organize one conference abroad. So, sir, we will discuss the matter in the next meeting of DC. And I am sure that with the blessing of you, we definitely will organize our next conference in some abroad in some other country. So this is not the science competition. So now I would like to some brief about the opportunity and challenges of this conference. For the sustainable planet 21st. As we know that sustainable planet can be attained or can be sustained by a daily action of any community, any worker, any family member, where he or she live or not. Our small action, it can affect everyone or every day. That is the effect of human health, spirituality, global ecosystem and quality of the life. There are a lot of challenges in front of us, but along with the challenges, we have also the opportunity. What are the challenges? We know that we are talking about, we are hearing about the climate change. So how it is happening? How the systems will change day by day? And we are also hearing about the solid waste. I have some data. If we talk about this solid, municipal solid waste, then we are generating about, you are right, student लिखना चाहते लिख सकते हैं. Any one person can generate 0.62 kilogram solid waste per day. And about 65 million ton waste is generated per year in the country. And it is expected to reduce to about 125 million by 2030. And about 70% of total waste is collected. Only 70% is collected. 30% waste we don't know where it is going. Then if we are disposing this waste in the land, then how the land came. So it is projected that by 2030, about 1,000 kilometers square land is required. So we have to think about the opportunities. How we can convert this waste into wealth? We have to think about that. Next waste is plastic. About 9.3 metric ton plastic is generated per year. And India is fifth in the plastic generation. Plastic is not very concerned. We are now using plastic what is given. So it is loaded with microplastic. It ultimately causes problems and what is that usually. So I request management to please discard the plastic or plastic problem in coming time. And if we talk about the e-waste, in India about 1.7 to about 3.8. This is the metric per million ton this e-waste is generated. And in the last 5 years, about 70% of rise in e-plastic has been absorbed. And India is the third in the plastic generation. Plastic में हमारी पोजीशन 5th है और ई-वेस्ट में 3rd पोजीशन है. और if हम पेपर की प्लांटेशन की बात की चेयरमैन साहब ने कि हम 500 प्लांटेशन पर ईयर हम प्लान करते हैं. So from the last 40 years, about 40% of the plastic use has been reached, and about 20 million trees are cut down every day from the global consumption. 20 million trees cut down every day, or 4 million trees are cut down every year to serve the need of the people. हमें बताया कि about 275 ग्राम of the wood is required to protect one paper. एक पेपर बनाने के लिए लगभग 273 ग्राम लकड़ी चाहिए, और उसके लिए कम से कम 10 लीटर वाटर वेस्ट होता है उसको क्या करने के लिए. एक ट्री काटेंगे तो एक ट्री से 16 इंच आप पेपर के पास सकते हैं, 60 इंच. यदि 25 ट्रीज को काटेंगे तो 1 टन आपका पेपर बनेगा. मार वाली प्रोटेक्शन बढ़ गई तो कितने पेपर काटना पड़ेगा. We have to think, we have to be sustainable way, we have to use the paper in a very sustainable way. We have not misuse or waste the paper. Next challenge is the air pollution. Air pollution main cause in our country is from the industry. About 50% of the air pollution is coming from the industry, and 27% from the vehicle, or 17% is coming from the burning of the crops जो हम चला रहे हैं, और about 5% is uncontained from the crops. So these are the some challenges which in front of us which we talk about the global warming and climate change. So what are the opportunities? I just highlight some opportunities we have. Number one, we should go to we can shift to our cleaner renewable energy. That is to replace the fossil fuel with the renewable energy. आपने fossil fuel के prices सुन रहे हैं, कभी prices हो सकता है. We have to shift toward some renewable energy sources such as the solar, wind, or green technologies. Or it also address the climate change by reducing the greenhouse gases. This is another opportunity we have. Second is the sustainable agriculture and food ecosystem. We have go for regenerative farming, that is we can restore the soil health and capture the carbon. We should go for the precision agriculture by using the data to minimize the waste. Third opportunity we have the circular economy and waste reduction. That is moving from take, break, dispose to reuse and recycle. This mindset is required. That is, we have to move from the take, break, dispose to the reuse and recycling. Recycling innovation is required in this direction. Upcycling and product design is required, which is very sustainable one. Number fourth opportunity is the sustainable transportation. The transportation is a major source of emission, but innovation in this area is accelerating day by day. So number one, we are using the electrical vehicle. We can shift for that. We can use the public transport and rail ecosystem can be strengthened. Next is the cycling and workable cities can be created. So this is the sustainable transportation initiative which is required. Next, fifth one is the opportunity is the green building and smart cities. We have to design the energy efficient. This is another opportunity we have. We have some urban green spaces. So these are the initiatives which can help to become resilient, livable and low carbon system in our society. Number 6 opportunity, you have the water conservation and management system. We should go for the water harvesting. We should go for the water recycling. We should go for the efficient irrigation system. Next opportunity is the ecosystem restoration and biodiversity. We should go for the reforestation and afforestation. This is required, and we have to preserve the wild forest life. This is the, or also the wetland restoration is also required in this domain. Next, green technology and innovation. So we have to use the sustainable material, that is the biopolymer material. We have tried to use the carbon capture and storage, or we should have to use the AI technology for the climate change, how we can minimize the climate change effect. And next one is the municipal and communities action क्या हो सकते हैं आपके number 1. As we know that the small action, small scale action can, if we adopt in a widely, then it can be result in the revolution. First, we can reduce the energy and water use. Second, we can choose the sustainable products. Number 3, we can go for the no pesticide for the crops. We can use the sustainable agricultural practices. We can grow the organic garden. We can switch to the reusable bags. We can go for the forest bathing. So, this goes of the economic responsibility. These are the initiatives which is required for everyone, so that our life is sustainable and our future can be sustainable and the life is healthy and healthy is sustainable. इनिशिएटिव आपको लेना पड़ेगा। कई बार क्या होता है कि जब हम कोई काम करते हैं तो समाज के लोग करने काम करेंगे, हम कुछ ज़्यादा लेके जाएंगे मान मार्केट में, लोग ऐसे ही यार प्लास्टिक ले रही है ज़्यादा लेके जा रहा है। We have to take this initiative. आपने देखा होगा कि हमारे बुजुर्ग कितने सस्टेनेबल थे। घर में कपड़ा जो पहनते थे पुराना हो जाए उसके बाद बैग बनाते थे उसका, या किसी और काम में, जब तक वो पूरी तरह फट नहीं जाए तब तक उसका सस्टेनेबल यूज करते थे। इसी की सस्टेनेबल प्रैक्टिस की रिक्वायर्ड इन दिस डेज। एक एग्जांपल और है, हम पीछे स्कूलों में पढ़ते थे, जो किताबें यूज करते थे हमारे भाई हमारे पड़ोसी बुक्स को यूज करते हैं। अब क्या करते हैं, जो किताब हम फेंक देते हैं, रख बेच देते हैं। दिस इज नॉट सस्टेनेबल प्रैक्टिस। एज आई टोल्ड यू दैट पेपर क्या, एक पेपर जो आपका नहीं बनेगा, एक ट्री काटना पड़ेगा उसमें। तो हमें सस्टेनेबल प्रैक्टिस हमें अपने करना पड़ेगी, अपने आप से करना पड़ेगी। मैं करता हूँ, हम नहीं करेंगे, मैं अपने आप से स्टार्ट करूँगा। अगर मैं स्टार्ट करूँगा तब ये प्रोजेक्ट पूरा मेरा पैसा कॉमन प्रोग्राम होंगे। आपने देख लिया रोड रस्टिंग हो रही है, लैंडस्लाइड्स हो रहे हैं, गर्मी 45 डिग्री 2 दिन में बढ़ गया है, बारिश का बाढ़ आ गई तो दिस इज ड्यू टू द अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड क्रिएटेड बाय दी पीपल। जितने बुरी की तरह से हम उसको एक्सप्लॉइट कर रहे हैं बराबर को, उसका जो रिजल्ट हमारे ऊपर आएगा। जितने बड़े कॉन्डक्ट्स है आप, जितने बड़े कैसी एक्टिविटी आपके पास ही आएगी, तो वी हैव टू थिंक अबाउट दैट। तो ये हमें एक स्टोरी छोटी सी सुनाना चाहूँगा आपको। जैसे मैंने कहा कि जो इनिशिएटिव नया लेके तो विरोध भी होगा, वो हंसेंगे बिल्कुल ज़्यादा। एक बार परिवार था, वो कहीं जा रहा था परिवार के साथ, पूरा 5 लोग थे, पैदल जा रहे थे, तो थोड़ा था वो खाली जा रहा था। आगे कोई महान लोग से बोल गए, उनका यार कैसे लोग खाली भी है, अपने आप पैदल जा रहे, घोड़ा खाली चला हुआ, घोड़े पर बैठ के जाओ ना। तो उन्होंने सोचा ठीक है यार, घोड़े पर बैठ गया। तो एक उन्होंने क्या किया कि उसने अपने बेटे को घोड़े पर बिठा दिया, दो बच्चे दोनों को बिठा दिया। थोड़े आगे चले, एक महापुरुष और मिल गए, उनके बच्चे को संस्कार क्या दे गए थे माँ बाप ने, बच्चा पिताजी पैदल चले और बच्चे घोड़े पे बैठे, वो भी कर दिया। ठीक है, तो उतारा, पिताजी खुद उड़ा नहीं घोड़े पे, और आगे चले और मिला। एक कैसा मूर्ख था, क्या मूर्ख आदमी है, बच्चे पैदल चले अपने आप घोड़े पे बैठा हुआ। करूँ तो क्या करूँ, जाऊँ कहाँ जाऊँ, वो गिने देंगे। इसलिए तो आपको ठीक लगता वो करिए, लेकिन अपने को विषय को देखते हैं। इन फ्यूचर जिस तरह से पर्यावरण हमें हमारे बुजुर्गों ने दिया था, तो हमारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है कि वही पर्यावरण हम बच्चों को दें। इसी का रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, जब हमें ये इन्वायरमेंट मिला था तो इतना नहीं था, आज से 50 साल पहले 40 साल पहले था। लेकिन आज की डेट में इतनी प्रॉब्लम है, दिल्ली में जाएंगे तो क्या प्रॉब्लम होगा, सर्दी में जाएंगे तो आपको आदमी नजर नहीं आता जो 4-5 फुट पे खड़ा होगा। दिस इज द एक्शन दिस इज टेकन बाय आप कॉलेज जा रहे हैं, जो जुआ छोड़ रहे हैं, जो पोल्यूशन कर रहे हैं, प्लास्टिक जला रहे हैं, उसके लिए रिजल्ट करता है आपके समझ में आ रहा है। तो हमें करना पड़ेगा कोई बात नहीं मिलेगा। तो आपका वही है जो शिकायतें करता है, जितना वही है जो से बात करता है। उसी के साथ मैं आपसे व्यस्त करता हूँ कि आप कोशिश करिए आपका है देश इसको लीड रखना उसका उसको प्रेस करना, रेज करना सारे आपके लिए, आपके हाथ में और आपके लिए और आपकी इसके साथ ज़्यादा ना करता हूँ मैं फिर से धन्यवाद करता हूँ की तरफ से चेयरमैन साहब का और प्रिंसिपल साहब के मौका दिया आपके पास आने के लिए और अपना विचार रखने के बाद कर दिया। और थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर एवरीथिंग, अच्छी उसके लिए और अच्छी कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑर्गेनाइज करने के लिए। जय हिंद, जय भारत, महात्मा गांधी।
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable words about the sustainable environment. And exactly you said very right, sir, how we can, protect our environment by changing our habits and day-to-day routine. Now it is the time for which we are waiting for souvenir release. And now I would like to request all the members, dignitaries sitting on the dais, please. Here, our body principals are also distributing the CDs about the conference, and by making a click, the souvenir will release, and all of you will witness this moment by our interactive panel. This is the moment for which we are waiting. It is our souvenir release, and our chief patron, Dr. Saxena ji, as our chairman sir said, he is a very renowned personality. He has written a book, and it is the right time to release that book also. So one more time, I would like to request our dignitaries, please release this book written by Dr. Saxena, chief patron of this institution and the conference. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy this big, wonderful movie.
इसके नहीं होता ऐसे नहीं, वो पुराना होता है। सर प्रेजेंट कर दो, प्रेजेंट ठीक है कुछ ऐप मत दो, प्रेजेंट करेगा कुछ प्रेजेंट पीपीटी में नहीं है, पीपीटी में नहीं है।
Thank you very much. Now, I would like to request our chief guest, Professor S.K. Mehta ji, ex-Vice Chancellor, Ladakh University, for his valuable address. But before I call sir, I would like to tell you something about sir. Professor Mehta, FRSC, is a distinguished chemist and professor at Punjab University, Chandigarh, and former Vice Chancellor of the University of Ladakh. Sir has had key leadership role including Chairman of Chemistry, Honorary Director SAIF, and Coordinator of CRIKC, YAM, and CAS, contributing significantly to academic and research development. His expertise span physical, nanochemistry, and drug delivery with impactful work in nanomaterial, biosensor, and sustainable material. Sir has an outstanding report of 474 publications, 4 patents, 36 books, chapters, and has guided 18 postdoctoral and 58 PhD and more than 50 master's students, and handled 21 national and international research projects. Professor Minerva has led 21 national and international projects and collaborated globally under DAAD, GSPS, and Newton Baba program. Sir work is widely published in leading platforms like ACS, RSC, Elsevier, and IEEE. He has received prestigious honor including the CRSI Bronze Medal, Haryana Vigyan Ratna, and DAAD Honorary Advisor, and is ranked among the world's top 2% scientists by Stanford University. So ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for our today's chief guest, Professor S.K. Mehta, for his address. Sir, please.
Thank you for the introduction. Chairman, Minerva Group of Colleges, Engineer J.S. Patyal, a dynamic leader of listening to him. I came to many things that they are doing in the college. So very happy to learn that innovative ideas are being implemented in this college. President of the Him Science Scholars Association, Professor Deepak Pathania, who elaborated about the environment because he is a professor of environment. Dr. Pathania is not only a dynamic leader, I have seen his growth from Solar University to Central University Jammu, and he also served for some time at Mandi. So I can see he is so dynamic and has so many ideas, and he wants to implement all these ideas, and he is carrying out this responsibility to take forward the Him Science Scholars Association as president. So probably last 14 years, this association is doing a wonderful job, and really it's a great honor and opportunity for this college to host this conference under the leadership of Professor Deepak Pathania. My good friend, Professor B.S. Katz, who is guest of honor for today's function, he is a very, very important leader in the sense that he is a great scientist. He has worked a lot and so many achievements to his credit, and it's always a pleasure meeting him. He always invites us also to NIT, and we keep on meeting, and it's really always meeting with him. Principal of this college, Dr. Prashant Kumar, he has been calling me many times, confirming that whether I will make it or not. I promised him that when I promise, I will come, and I come. That is the thing, and it was a great pleasure always discussing with him. We have Dr. B.R. Thakur sitting on the dais from SPU. He is a very scientist. And on the dais, there are very important personalities are sitting. And when speakers are there, there are many faculty members who have come from other places, and the faculty members who are from this college, and some research students are also present, and among all dear students. All these events, I think these are for young students to guide them, to give the ideas which So it is basically all these conferences, workshops, the target audience is our students. So I would request the students to take part in this conference and learn the new ideas which they can implement, they can follow in their further studies. So I'll say namaskar and good morning to everybody, to all the event personalities sitting on the dais, off the dais, and everybody in this hall. It is really both honor and privilege for me to be present here at this Minerva PG College of Arts, Science and Commerce. And the occasion is very significant. And the title, as we have seen, is Sustainable Planet, 21st Century Opportunities and Challenges. It's a very, very innovative idea to discuss, because this is our future depends on the 21st century, because we have to save our planet. As Professor Thani elaborated a lot about the different aspects of the environment science, so we have to really follow these things to save our planet. And I really extend my heartfelt gratitude to the organizers for inviting me to share my thought on this subject. This is a very important subject. And it is not only timely, but also very critical for the future of humanity. Not only for India, but overall humanity. So discussions which will come out will be very useful, and we will learn many things, many new things, many new ideas and so on. And we are living in the era marked by scientific advancements. So you can see a lot of scientific advancements are taking place. For example, drone technology. Drone technology is progressing so fast, Every country is preparing manufacturing drones. A recent war between US, Israel and Iran, we have seen that how drones have been used extensively. So some countries are preparing cheap drones, some are making very costly drones, but the effect is always very, very dangerous. So this is one advancement. There are other advancements which are taking place. Semiconductor technology. India is also talking about semiconductor technology. So India is also investing a lot in semiconductor technology. So these type of so many advancements, scientific advancements are taking place all over the world, and especially in India. The focus of the government is not on these advancements. A lot of funding is given, and there are many technical innovations which we see from our daily news, that technical innovations are coming up in a big way. And we are witnessing economic growth also. Our India is also growing very fast. It is the fourth economic power in the world. So all these things are happening very fast in our country, particularly in India. However, these achievements we are also having problems. What are these problems? Like global challenges like climate change, like environmental degradation, like we have loss of biodiversity, we have depletion of natural resources. All these things are also happening along with the advancement. When I served, as mentioned, as the Ministry of Indora for 3.5 years, and I witnessed the change in climate change and how it is affecting that area. That's a cold desert. They all depend on the glaciers. But see, the glaciers are lungeship. If there is no glacier, how will they get the water? Water is coming only when the glaciers melt. No glaciers means no water. Already water is a big problem in that part, particularly in other parts also. So these type of changes are happening because of the climate change. The temperature of the earth is rising. So as temperature is rising, there are many changes happening. This year you see the pattern of the snowfall has changed tremendously. Earlier, I can talk about the dark, where in December snowfall used to happen in heavy snowfall. But there was no snowfall this time. Only after February, March, snowfall occurs. These changes are changing everything. All practice of agriculture, all other problems, problem of water, which is a big problem, and changes in biodiversity and so on. So we are really affected by changes, and we have to follow the certain rules, certain as mentioned by Nadia, that there are so many things we can follow, and then we may not be able to fully save our planet, but to some extent we can reduce the damage. So that should be the target, and we should try to see that we are not depleting the natural resources. So these issues remind us that development without sustainability is short-lived. Without sustainability, it is always short-lived and very harmful. It is also very, very harmful. Now, 21st century offers immense responsibilities to reshape our approach towards sustainable future. Innovations in green chemistry. I talk about green chemistry. When we do reactions in the laboratories, many chemistry students are sitting in the audience. And other subjects also, everybody does one way or the other. They follow in chemistry, particularly we do reactions. We should avoid systematic reactions. We should try to incorporate green methods. So that is what we say green chemistry. So there is a lot of talk about green chemistry. So if we implemented these rules, we are indirectly saving our environment. Then we have renewable energy. We are always dependent on oil, for example. And this is a big problem now. Oil is provided by other countries. We don't have oil in our country, so we have to import, we depend on, we have to spend a lot of money. Why can't we use renewable energy? So this lot of work is going on in this direction also. So but we have to give more focus on renewable energy. Raw materials are available, we have to find the methods how we can convert these raw materials in creating the energy. For example, green hydrogen, there is a lot of talk about the green hydrogen. What is green hydrogen? Hydrogen production is a process which is known. We study in our lower classes also, right, for 6th class or 7th class. Having reaction between hydrogen and oxygen gives you water. So you can split the water into hydrogen and oxygen, so you get the hydrogen. But hydrogen produced in that way is not green. What is green? Green is that it should be 99.9% pure. That is called green hydrogen. Otherwise we call this, depending on the percentage, we call them 90% as gray hydrogen and so on. So there is we say different varieties of hydrogen. So this green hydrogen concept is also being followed by India in a big way. So in Ladakh, I witnessed the plant was established to produce green hydrogen, and 5 buses are running by using this hydrogen. So you will see in the coming years, everywhere this will be very common. It's a question of cost, and present the cost of producing hydrogen is very high. But as we progress, if it is affordable, then all your transport vehicles will be on the hydrogen. We need not to depend on diesel and oil petrol. So this is also another very important area which youngsters should focus. Whatever career they choose, they must look for such areas which are so important in coming years. Nanotechnology is another area which is very important. So every process we want to go to the nano. There are many advantages of nanotechnology, and that's why it is being pursued. You see, 70% of the scientists in the world, they are working in nanotechnology nowadays in one way or the other. Whether it is chemists, whether it is physicists, whether it is biologists, all are working in this area. So another area which is very important from a student point of view, sustainable agriculture. I was very happy when Dr. Patel mentioned that they are always putting a lot of trees every year in the campus. That's a good idea, very good idea, and very good for the environment. Not only for the college, but this whole area is very, very important. So we have to focus on the sustainable agriculture in that way also. Because it will lead to cleaner and more efficient solutions to our problems. The integration of traditional knowledge, if you go for, as mentioned earlier also, if you look from the Vedas, if you look for our जो हमारे ग्रंथ से पुराने इतनी knowledge we find in those documents that everything was there. People find solution to every problem which we are facing nowadays. So traditional knowledge with modern science we have to club. That is the best thing which we can do. And that way, we can achieve ecological balance if we combine our modern science with the, our traditional knowledge. And National Education Policy also put forward this IKS, Indian Knowledge System. In Indian Knowledge System, this is the focus. That we try to understand what has been happening earlier in our earlier Vedas, for example. So these opportunities come with equally significant challenges also. For example, rapid industrialization is taking place, and this is the need of the hour also. Everywhere we want that some industry should be established to give not only as far as the economic is concerned, also for employment. More industry, more employment for the public, and more economic growth will be there. So rapid industrialization is taking place. For example, in West Bengal, very few industries are there. So there is always, I think, alternatively you must have seen that there is a big talk that there is no industry. The people have to go to other states, and damage has been done by the earlier government and so on. So this is the need of the hour, and this is going on. Then the urbanization is taking place. We are just cutting our trees and creating houses, flats, and so on, everywhere in the country. And the overconsumption continues to strain our planet's capacity. This all is affecting the environment. There is a growing need for the responsible production, ethical consumption, and inclusive policies that ensure environmental justice for all. We have to save our environment. We cannot stop the progress, but we have to take care of these concerns also which are damaging our environment. Education and research institutions like this college can play a pivotal role in the transformation by fostering critical thinking, encouraging interdisciplinary research, and providing sustainable practices. You are mentioning your future leaders, particularly this is for our young students. They should think critically, they should follow the practices. It is not that in conference they listen to these things but they don't follow. They should follow, and it should be part and parcel of their life. And because we want our future to be greener and more equitable world. So I urge all the students, particularly and research scholars, for not only seek knowledge, but also apply it for the betterment of the society. That should be the goal. Small actions, already God have been told by Dr. Bhania. Small actions like reducing waste, conserving energy, and adopting sustainability lifestyles can collectively
impact on the environment. Let us remember that sustainability is not merely a concept. It is a responsibility, a commitment for our future generations. Together, through collaborations, through innovation and determination, we can transform challenges and opportunities into the opportunities and ensure a healthy planet for all. I once again congratulate the organizers for hosting this important event and wish the conference to be very successful. I am confident that deliberations over these 2 days will generate valuable insights and actionable outcomes, particularly focusing on our young students. And I will request the young students to ask questions, interact with the eminent scientists who are giving their talks in this conference. They should ask questions, they should interact with them, learn from their experiences. I think it will benefit to them also, the students also, and be good for the college. College also will grow faster and achieve many things. So thank you once again, everybody listening patiently, and to the organizers, to him particularly, and all the organizing committee for inviting me to be part of this innovative conference. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir, for your this valuable words under the guidance. Thank you very much once again. Now, it is the time of the Chawla Award ceremony, which is given by the Hind Science Congress Association for the students who belongs to the weaker section. And in this category, we are having 2 entries. Mahek Sharma, which has scored 77% marks from Government College Nurpur, and her coach, which has scored 86%. Government College Supertuli. I would like to request both of us and please. I would invite all the dignitaries to please come forward on the dais to honor the students who did very good in their academics in +2. For the cause they people are here. So please encourage them with your high shot of clap. I would like to extend my heartfelt thank you to Hind Science Congress Association that they people are organizing such a wonderful award to encourage the students so that by seeing them, some others are also to work hard for the next time they people can hear. Thank you very much, sir. Now we people are again fortunate, as Pathania sir told, that today we are having a dignitary like Professor Balbir Singh Kanji, after 2 days, he will retire from his glorious service for the cause. We are here to honor him with a Life Achievement Award. Please witness this moment and enjoy the moment with a big round of applause. I would love to invite Professor B.S. Kapji for his blessing words. Please, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, I will again request you, and I will keep doing. मैं आपको छोड़ूंगा नहीं जब तक आप तालियां नहीं बजाओगे. हर बार मैं आपसे बोलता ही रहूंगा और मजबूर होकर one time you will definitely. So please cancel.
Namaskar and good morning, whether it's good afternoon to one and all. The chief guest of this inaugural ceremony of this national conference on sustainable planning, 21st century opportunities and challenges. Respected Professor S.K. Mehta, for Vice Chancellor of the University. Professor J.P. Patania, the President in Science Congress, Engineer J.S. Pandya, Chairman, MDC, Dr. Prashant Kumar, Principal, MPDC, Dr. Rajesh Sharma, the Vice President of Indian Science Congress, Dr. Sunil Kumar, General Secretary of Indian Science Congress, and Dr. Virendra Pratap Singh, my very good friend, and other dignitaries sitting on the dais, and other friends, as well as my dear participants from different corners of this presentation. At the very outset, I would like to thank the Executive Committee of Indian Science Congress, especially Professor Deepak Khani, the President of Indian Science Congress, Dr. Rajesh Sharma, the Vice President of Indian Science Congress, Dr. Sunil Kumar, the General Secretary of Indian Science Congress, for conferring on me the Lifetime Achievement Award in Medical Sciences. Thank you so much. I would also like to thank Dr. Prashant Kumar, Principal of MPDC, and his team members for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to interact with these young people, young scientists, and the future of this great nation. This conference has a very important thing, sustainable plan, 21st century opportunities and challenges. In the context of present scenario, if we see the present scenario all over the world, what is happening, you definitely realize yourself. People all over the world are worried about the air quality of this other planet, type of water people are drinking these days, soil pollution, the type of food and drinks you are having, the energy crisis the people are facing all over the world. Today, the conflict between Israel, United States and Iran in Middle East has raised a serious global issue with respect to world energy crisis and environmental degradation, climate change. Along with energy crisis and environmental problems, the human crisis with missiles, drones and advanced weapons every day is resulting in the disaster of global stability. This response that we
Even the desegregation of water plants are being attacked. The invasion is happening over there. The history of radiation leakage here in water, soil, in and refineries, soot and harmful chemicals are being released and on. Cases of black pig, that is, you can see the acid rain, the rain with toxic chemicals, radiations in the oceans and harming of aquatic life. Definitely, it's going to damage the ecosystem for decades to come. Hence, I would like to say war harms not only the people and infrastructure, but also the mother planet Earth we share. The theme of this conference, that is Sustainable Planet, 21st Century Opportunities and Challenges, that is the best fit in the today's scenario. I am sure during different sessions, a lot of discussions, deliberations on sustainable healthy environment and next generation care to be used in different sectors. All of the world will take place, all of the will take place, I am sure. Such constructive deliberation will definitely benefit the young scientists who are the future of this great nation. और मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा यहाँ पे जो भी इवेंट वाले पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं वो पार्टिसिपेट दिस कॉन्फ्रेंस प्लीज इंटरेक्ट विद द एक्सपर्ट्स एज यू कैन दिस इज राइट प्लेस टू लर्न इस जैसा मौका एक्सपर्ट से मिलने का डिस्कस करने का नहीं मिलेगा whatever questions are with you और with नॉर्मल क्वेश्चन हैं you can discuss. But this is the right time, and you are the future of this nation. इस देश के आप नागरिक हैं, आप फ्यूचर हैं, और आपने इस देश को आगे ले जाना है. So we need your active participation. We need this nation needs your innovations. This nation needs your creative ideas. Or creative ideas always come with discussion with each other. Exchange of ideas, exchange of views with each other. So please keep on discussing that, keep on delivering the things among yourself, among you and your patients, among other dignitaries. In the end, once again, I would like to thank Science Congress organizers and post-issue organizers for inviting me here at this prestigious platform and giving me the opportunity to interact with the future of this great nation. I am sure these young scientists, these future scientists will definitely carry the flag of this nation high all over the world. धन्यवाद, जय हिंद, जय भारत, वंदे मातरम.
Thank you very much, sir, for your blessing words. Now it is the time for the technical session 1, and for this I would like to invite Professor D.R. Thakur, sir, from HPU Shimla. Before I invite sir, I would like to tell you something about D.R. Thakur ji. D.R. Thakur is a renowned academician of HPU Shimla. He studied as a professor in Department of Biosciences and director UGC in HPU. Professor Thakur is a former chairman of Biosciences and director of International Student Welfare in HPU Shimla. Professor Thakur has 168 research publications, 13 new and first record publication, 1 book publication, 53 papers in conferences, 9 popular articles. He has guided 2 PDF students, 8 PhD and 37 MPhil students. Professor Thakur has completed 4 research projects and he attended 44 national conferences and 7 international conferences. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is a time to listen. First keynote speaker, so give a big round of applause to Professor Virat Thakur from HPC.
Thank you very much for your kind words. I hope I am audible to the last bench of this hall. Is it so? Thank you. Chief guest of this occasion, Professor S.K. Nataji, a renowned scientist, nanochemist, and the former Vice Chancellor of the Institute. Guest of honor, Professor Balbir Kayanji. He is a right alumnus and the byproduct of the Himachal Pradesh University and presently serving as a professor and editor. Brother and the professor who retired from the YS Kumar University, Sudan County. President of this college, Chairman Engineer S. Kayanji, who is the Managing Director and Chairman of this institution. Principal of the Minerva College, Dr. Prashant Sharma ji. President of Himachal Science Congress Association, Professor Deepak Pathania ji, and all the office field and executive of the Himachal Science Congress Association. My friend, Professor Sunil Thakur, who is the head of the department in these students' welfare in Central University of Himachal Pradesh, Inshallah, Professor Sachin Mandir from the Central University, Inshallah, Dr. Rakesh Kumar Negi, Chairman Department of Biosciences, Himachal Pradesh University, Shimla, Professor Manoj, if I am right, from the Central University of Jammu, Professor Rajesh Kumar from the Sardar Patel University, Mumbai, working from the different universities and the colleges from the Himachal Pradesh and the different states of the country, faculty member of the Minerva group of institution Minerva College, PG College of Arts, Science and Humanities, and dear students, a very good afternoon to you all, and I welcome you all in this beautiful hall of the Minerva College of Education in this 2 days National Conference on Sustainability in the 21st century. You know, the main issues is that. As the name of the conference is there, that is the sustainability and the 20%. Therefore, I will take the 20% next. Thereafter, I will take the sustainability. As we know that 21st century is the century of the India. It is the century of the India. Therefore, we know just a few months back, India was the 5th largest economy. But with the announcement of the Vidya Subramanian, who is the CEO of the Niti Aayog, a very important and is the 25th of the May 2025, what he announced? He announced that India has added one more feather in its already glorified cap and has become the 4th largest economy in the world. But trying to be the 4th largest economy in the world is not our motive. Our target is 2047. We would like to see ourselves as a citizen of this developed nation. So 2047 is our target. That is a dream of each Indian citizen. That is a target of our maximum achievements. It is estimated that by 2027, India will be the 3rd largest economy in the world. But again, I am saying that to be a 3rd largest economy is not our dream, not our target. And this is not an estimate of some Indian agency of the Indian people. This is an estimate rate of the International Monetary Fund, IMF has given this estimation because keeping in view the growth and the development research and progress of the country and the GDP of the nation is increasing. It is very much apparent. It is very much apparent, friends, that by 2047, India will be having more than $30 trillion economy, and fortunately, it will be that view of the development which we are doing. 2047 is our target. So that's why this 21st century is the century of development. I am quoting the statement of the economists here. Recently, there is a reason behind that. The reason is that nothing can happen without education. Nothing can happen. Education is such an important component. It is generally said that for the growth and the development of the nation, education plays very important role. And dear friend, fortunately we all are from that system of education. This education will pave the way to bring or to achieve the target of the developed nation 2047. And keep in mind, we all from the system of the higher education, we are instrumental to achieve that. We are instrumental. Dear friends, in a very simple way it has been said that किसी भी राष्ट्र के विकास और समृद्धि के लिए सबसे जरूरी है education. So that's why education is very important. We cannot expect any kind of a change in the system. And it is very much apparent. It has been said by the many philosophers, many icons of the society, how education is important. I am remembering just a few more. If you remember that Dr. Nelson Mandela, who was the South African leader who was awarded with the Nobel Peace Prize, what he said about education? He said that education is the most powerful weapon. He used the word weapon for the education. Why? The reason being, keeping in view the gravity, the curriculum, the sharpness of the education. He further added, to destroy a nation does not require the long-range missile or certain other weapon. You simply go down the standard of the education. That is not to destroy a nation. It means the growth and the development of the country does not depend on how much resources or how much wealth you have. It depends on the kind and the quality of the education that country is providing to education. हम आने वाली पीढ़ियों के लिए कैसी शिक्षा दे रहे हैं, ये उसके ऊपर निर्भर करता है, ना कि वहाँ के resources. And our aim is not only to make the people literate from it. केवल और केवल अक्षर ज्ञान हमारा नहीं. We would like to inculcate those values also, which can bring the sustainability in the system. If we go back into the history, Aristotle is regarded as a father of the biology. His period is 384-322 BC. 384-322 BC. That great Greek philosopher, you know what he has said? Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education. So we have to educate the people from their heart, not only from here. Obviously, whatever the knowledge, whatever the reason, whatever the wisdom, whatever the education those individuals is having, that must be reflected by the gesture of the individual, that must be reflected by the behavior of the individual. That must be reflected by the leader. You know, behavior is very important component. Very important component is behavior. It is the behavior of the individual that introduces himself or herself without touching even the single word. आप कहीं भी जा रहे हैं, कहीं अपने आप को रिप्रेजेंट करें, एक शब्द कहे बिना आपका व्यवहार आपका अवगत करवाता है क्या? What has been said by our great scientist, the son of the soil, Dr. A.P.J. Abdul, great scientist of the soil. He said that your degree is merely a piece of the paper, your real education is seen in your behavior. आपके पास कोई भी डिग्री तक एक कागज का टुकड़ा है. The real education of the individual is seen in the behavior, and friend, keep in mind that you find it in the behavior of the individual that comes from education. That is a kind of a reflection, what kind of education we are getting. If I will not quote the Mahatma Gandhi, I think it will not be justified. What is it? He is regarded as a father of the nation. He was not a president, he was not a prime minister of the country, despite he has been regarded as a father of the nation because of his philosophy. व्यक्ति अपने विचारों से मेरे प्राणी जो सोचते हैं बन जाते हैं। कितनी बड़ी बात है। हम क्या सोचते हैं, हमारी थॉट प्रोसेस क्या है। Dear friend, that purity of the thought process, that refinement in the thought process, that comes from meditation. हम कैसी शिक्षा दे रहे हैं, कैसी शिक्षा ग्रहण कर रहे हैं, ये उसके ऊपर। यही बात पंडित मदन मोहन गांधी जी ने नॉलेज विदाउट रियलिटी से उस ज्ञान का कोई फायदा नहीं है जिसके बीच में जिसके बीच में विनम्रता। So these are some of the beautiful thoughts which have been given by our great scientists of this country, great icon of this country, great people of this country. We have to follow. We have to follow them, what they have said, and we have to bring back in the daily. Dear friends, the sustainability which we are talking about, how can we get that? If we will be enlightened with all those issues of the environment, quite obviously, we can bring them. We can do it. But before that, we have to understand that what is the gravity of this environment, why was this climate change, and various other issues. Various other issues. Environment is such an important component. We cannot expect even the life without the environment. In simple way, that environment includes each and everything that is the living and the non-living. Those non-living components are equally important as living ones. Can you imagine? The place, the people, the nature which surrounds us, that constitute the environment. Dear friend, we cannot expect the life without the environment. I mean it. The air we are breathing, the water we are drinking, the food we are drinking, that is coming from the environment. That is coming from the environment. Can we think about it? Not more than 4-5 days. Without water, not more than 15 or 10 days. Without food, not more than 15 to 21 days. So we cannot live. Whether it is air, it is water, it is food, it is coming from the environment. It is coming from the environment. We cannot synthesize the food. Can we do it? No. I am not talking about the cooking. The process of the synthesis of the food is best with the plant or the producer and the consumer. The process of the photosynthesis which is going in the nature, they are able to utilize the carbon dioxide in the presence of the sunlight to convert it into carbon dioxide. You know the process of the photosynthesis. That is taking place. We are just utilizing that product of the photosynthesis, but we cannot synthesize it. So our food requirement depends on this. Similarly, the art industries. Can we live in isolation? No. Nothing can survive in isolation. In this nature, there is a complete dependency. The process of eating and being eaten is going on. Yes, it is going on. We are taking something from the environment and giving something back to the environment. This is not very old or given by the world, it is 1981. But now it has become so important that every nation, United Nations, will be concerned about the environment. They will be concerned about the depletion of the virus. You know, friend, 2.16 million species have been known so far, and it is estimated that 3 to 10 million species are still waiting their discovery. They are still there in the nature, they need to be put on record, they need to be inventorized, they need to be discovered. So what we have just discovered is 2.16 million. Just 2.16, 3 to 10 million species are still there. It means many such habitat that will live in the sea, that will live in the forest, many such species are there, they are waiting to be discovered. They are waiting to be discovered. Every year we are discovering the new species. Their number may be quite high in case of the low organism, and whereas in case of the higher organism, their number may be quite high. If you exceptions are there. But otherwise, a large number of the species are being discovered in the low organism every year from different places. India is regarded as a mega diversity country. One of the mega diversity countries is why? India is having more than 45,000 species of the plant and more than 91,000 species of animal known so far. More than 91,000. And you know how much space we have? India is having just 2.4% of the world land mass, and the total diversity which we are representing is approximately 8.1%. And in that 8.1%, it is the animal diversity which is dominating one. Approximately 6.4% of the animal diversity is being represented by the Indian subcontinent. Against that 2.4%. This is the reason that India has been designated as one of the biodiversity countries. There are total 17 countries, and India has been placed at the serial number 12. Dear friends, one more thing, the biodiversity also. We have a beautiful program of the conservation of the diversity. You know, India has been vested with the 4 very important biodiversity also. These are the places where you find actual diversity of the species is there. These are the places where you find the endemism of the species. Endemism, that means those species are confined to that area. So we have 4 very important ones. The first one is the northeastern Himalaya, the Myanmar border, the western Ghats, then Sumatra. You know, Himalaya is a beautiful range of the mountain which is extending from Arunachal Pradesh to the Hindu Kush touching Afghanistan to Pakistan. That range of about 2,500 kilometers is a beautiful range, known for the snow-capped mountain, known for the beautiful pasture of the greenland, known for the wonderful gradient of the green pasture and the lava facility to flow to the main of all the species. Dear friends, Himalaya is the youngest and the highest mountain in India. Highest, 8,848, that Mount Everest is there in the Himalaya. And youngest, it is still growing. It is not like the Andes in the Europe. Our Himalaya is still growing because the Indian plates are colliding with the Asian plates is going down and Himalaya is rising. Every year, with the base of about 5 millimeters per year, Himalaya is rising. Although it is not visible to many people visibly, certain other factors they are operating simultaneously, that may be the soil erosion, that may be something, withering of the rock is also there. So it is not visible, it is very much affected, it is rising. The very important thing is that this Himalaya is full of diversity. 29% diversity of this Himalaya is endemic. Dear friend, 29% diversity यहाँ की endemic है. ये बहुत बड़ा डाटा है. बहुत बड़ा डाटा. 14% is the floral diversity, 8% is the fish diversity, and rest of the organisms total constituting the 29%. There is a lot of scope to explore this Himalayas. If you remember, the 2015 Nobel Prize was awarded to a Chinese. What she did? She extracted the RT-disease from the RT-disease. She developed a complete protocol how to get that global molecule of the RT-disease. Before that, we were having just one medicine based on data that is known as the chloroquine extracted from the bark of the sycamore. But now we have alternate medicine that is the RT-disease which is working wonderfully against the malaria. Credit goes to that Chinese lady she extracted. She extracted. That's why she was awarded with the Nobel. I'm putting this here reason being that single lady working on the single species got the Nobel Prize, and you know how much species we have in the country? 45 species of the Artemisia have been known so far from the Indian subcontinent. Can you imagine? 22 species exist in the state of the Himachal Pradesh. So now you can imagine the potential of the diversity in this country. We have a lot of scope. But all of the Himalayas is not a biodiversity hotspot. It is only the northeastern part. That is part of the India, Nepal, and Bhutan. Whereas part of the Himalaya joining to the Himachal, Jammu and Kashmir, and the department that is known as the northwestern Himalaya, that is known for the uniqueness of the biodiversity hotspot. But this biodiversity hotspot, northeastern part, that in diversity, we have different categories of the species. Some of them they are designated as a next year. They are no more existing. Some are threatened. Somali Plateau, Bandrekal, where and the list goes on. And this northeastern part of the Himalaya that hold 163 endangered species which are endangered for extinction. Then as a one-horned rhinoceros and the wild Asiatic water buffalo, they are present in that. The second part is the Indo-Myanmar border, that is also a very beautiful area. What happened in the last 30 years? It is very rare to discover the last mammalian species, but from that reason, in the last 30 years, 6 mammalian species have been reported. If those species were present somewhere in any other part of the world, certainly they would have been put on the farm. That is reflecting the endemism of those species which are present in that northeast Indo-Myanmar border. The third one is the western part. The coastline part of the Maharashtra, Karnataka, and the Kerala is a beautiful area which is also known as the Konkan area. That area is also known for beautiful fascinating flora and 363 threatened species are present in land. And the fourth one, that is the Sunda, that is part of India, that is Andaman and the Nicobar is there, apart from it in Malaysia, Indonesia, the island of the sea. This is known as the World Biosphere Reserve. So we have that credit, we are having that World Biosphere Reserve. A very important harvester exists in that Sunda land. It is not only the terrestrial, but it is the marine harvester also. That's why it has been declared as a world. It is one of the biologically richest hospitals. In 2013, UNESCO declared it as a world biosphere. So these are the very beautiful program, the beautiful conservation strategy we have. Apart from that, we have also a certain, Ramsar sites. For conservation, this biodiversity we have the Ramsar. Can you imagine how much Ramsar sites we have? At present, 2,500 Ramsar sites are present. The Ramsar is actually placed in Iran, where in 1971 the convention took place. And the scientific community decided to declare this convention as a Ramsar site. There was a reason for that. Why they got it? You might have seen every year large number of animals, they migrate from the one place to the different parts of the world in search of a suitable place, in search of food, in search of a mate to reproduce one. They migrate from their place to the different parts of the world. We also see many such species. You might have seen the bomb is here. 45% population of the bar-headed geese of the world, they visit this beautiful site. But many such places. In African continent, you might have seen the animals start migrating from the one corner, that is from the Tanzania to the Botswana, Serengeti, up to the Ethiopia. They migrate from one place to another place in search of food. So this is the tendency of these animals. For them, there is no such geographical boundary, there is no such administrative boundaries. In our country, we receive large number of such animals. They are migrating to the different parts, particularly the geese and the swine. They are coming from the Siberia, they are coming from Russia, they are coming from Europe, even from the coldest part of the world, which is known as the Yangtze. We are seeing those animals. So it was the idea to declare such areas which are receiving the migratory animal, or particularly the geese and the swine, those wetlands may be declared as the Ramsar. And at present in our country, we have 98 Ramsar sites. Up to 2014, there were just 26 Ramsar sites. Can you imagine 68 have been added in the last year. Now, 2025 में added की गई 4 साल added की गई. Every year on the 2nd of February, we celebrate it as a world record. So with that, we have the highest number of the Ramsar sites from the South Asian countries. Highest number of the Ramsar sites. Sundarban is there in the western wall, which is the largest Ramsar site, and in Himachal Pradesh, Renuka is there, that is the largest state, smallest. And Tamil Nadu is the state which is having the highest number, that is 20 Ramsar sites. They are 24. It may be the biodiversity hotspot, it may be the Ramsar site, or it may be some other. The main aim is to preserve the biodiversity. Why? Because each and every species present in this nature, they are of immense importance. They are of immense importance. There is a need to preserve that. Our knowledge may be limited, But the economic importance of the biodiversity is unknown. It may be certain local quality may be visible. They cannot say that this is of no use. You might have said, you might have seen in our house, in our kitchen, if our people remain unattended for a month together, you will find a layer of fungus. अगर घर में अचार को हम ऐसे रख लें बिना उसको ना छेड़ें, आप देखेंगे इसके ऊपर फंगस की लेयर bed of certain animal community remain unattended, you will find a layer of fungus. You will find it. And what we generally consider that this is spoiled by the fungus which are by eaten by people. But credit goes to the Alexander Fleming, that man who discovered the penicillin of those fungi which later on become the lifesaver. Suppose if that was not discovered, certainly we would have been deprived of that lifesaving penicillin. So we cannot say that that is of no use. Each and everything is of immense importance. If we consider snakes are our enemy, no. Snakes are not our enemy. They have controlled the rat population. If their population will increase by 20, so they will interfere with the agriculture system and improve situation like the famine. So this nature is actually beautifully balanced. It is the process of eating and being eaten. You might have seen there is a plant in the surrounding that is known as the Artica, which is known as the Bichu. The touching of that plant may cause the irritation because of the certain oxalications are present in that, like is itching, that is rashes, that is the certain other kind of neuroskin problems. But in homeopathy, you will find a medicine which is known as the Artica arbus that is being exploited to treat the gout and the uric acid problem. Certain contents of plants have been extracted and evaporated. So that's why I said our knowledge may be limited, but the economic importance of the nature is actually fundamental. There is a dire need to conserve, to preserve, to maintain the serenity of this nature. But who is doing that? That is very important. Who is doing that? The third biodiversity global outlook, which happened in 2000, and they have identified that many such threats are there. But friend, among 2.16 billion species, it is only the one species that is the Homo sapiens. Have you ever seen any other species that is contributing the environment? No. It is only the human. ये हमारी भूल है कि हम पूरी पृथ्वी को अपना मान करके चल रहे हैं. No. और बाकी species को भी बनने का हक. It is not only the human being. No doubt the human being are the most cultured, most civilized, and the ultimate product of organic evolution. But friend, that is just one side. That is just one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is that we are the junior most of this planet. जिनको कीट पतंगे कीड़े मकोड़े भी कहते हैं, वो भी associated with those of evolution. And there is a need to understand why these creatures are so successful in the nature. There is a need to understand. There is a need to adapt certain values. Dear friends, that third biodiversity global outlook has recognized certain facts. All the many subjects are there. But they have been clubbed in the 5 different categories that may be the habitat destruction, that is the depletion of the habitat is there. Change is there, that may be the excessive use of the various chemical substances, and finally it may be the overuse, misuse, and the unsustainable utilization of the nature of the natural resources is there. And then one more factor, that is the invasive species. The first one is the habitat destruction. Degradation, fragmentation of the habitat. Every day you can see the roads are being constructed, the buildings are being raised. How is this happening? It is happening at the cost of the cutting of the tree. Those trees who supplies us the clean oxygenated air, those two who supply us the food also. Those trees who act as a beautiful sink of the carbon dioxide, you know the process of the carbon sequestration is going in the nature. We are cutting all those trees just for the human civilization. You think that is a human civilization? That is a human civilization. Each and everything we are getting from those plants, and we are cutting all those trees just in a few hours. These trees have taken the 100, 200, even the 400 years to develop that work, and we are cutting all those trees just in a few hours. Dear friend, you can't imagine what is happening all over. It is not the scale of the subcontinent, but it is happening in the different parts of the world. We have a report also you can imagine. What happened in the last 30 years? Approximately 6% decline in the green cover has been reported all over the world in the earth. In 1990, approximately 19.5% of the green cover was there, which has been used 13.7%. So you can imagine the 6% decline in the green covers. Is it a development? Is it a civilization? Is it urbanization? Is it modernization? What is it? This is a kind of destruction and devastation. The next very important factor, which is the forest fires, the biggest enemy of the diversity of the environment. अब गर्मी का मौसम शुरू हो गया, आप देखेंगे कि बहुत सारे जो बन हैं, they will be arrested. Right from the Arunachal Pradesh to the Jammu and Kashmir, every year you might have seen this all of the Himalayan valleys being ablaze by the fire. Who is doing that? The report says that 99% of the forest fire cases are actually anthropogenic related. Just 1% which may happen naturally. Just 1%. And people are doing it. Dear friend, forest fire is the biggest enemy of the diversity because it does not leave anything behind that will be any form of life. And larva, pupa, seeds, seedling, whatever is there, even the microbes which are present on the soil surface, one will convert the fallen leaves in the trees into the humus. The process of the nutrification is going on. They are being destroyed. That's why they convert the soil into a kind of a barren land is there, which need actually the secondary succession. But we are doing that. We are doing that. Another thing, apart from this forest fire emits the huge amount of the carbon dioxide into the nature. That's why it degrades the quality of the air. It increases the greenhouse effect in the nature. And this is not only happening in the nature. Just 1 month back, there was a news from the Kashmir. The way to the locally home of that forest was ablaze. And not only in the country, it is happening in the part of the world also. What happened last year? Los Angeles, 25 innocent people lost their life in the Los Angeles. 9 people lost their life in 2024 in the Bhutan because of the forest fire. Can you imagine? But India government declared national emergency in 2024 because of the forest fire. और मैं आज की आपसे बात करूं, just a few months back, it was there in the Canada. लेकिन अगर आज की आपसे बात करता हूँ, ऑस्ट्रेलिया के जंगलों में आज भी आ गया, जापान के जंगलों में आज भी आ गया। कल की न्यूज में था कि बहुत सारी जो कैरेट गाजर जो थी ऑस्ट्रेलिया में चॉपर से हो वहाँ जंगल में गिराई गई, क्योंकि जो बाल्टी जो है कंगारू की तरह जो एनिमल है वो बहुत सारे जो एनिमल थे वहाँ कम पड़ गई क्योंकि बहुत फॉरेस्ट फायर से हुआ। सो दिस इज हैपनिंग। लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि जो फॉरेस्ट फायर ऑस्ट्रेलिया में हो रही है, कनाडा में हो रही है, जापान में हो रही है, उससे हमें फर्क नहीं पड़ता। This air is contaminated whether it is in the Canada, whether it is in the Australia, it is in the Japan, and we equally suffer of that contamination. If you remember what happened in the month of December, when there was a huge volcanic eruption in Ethiopia, that is the Hali Gabi was there, and the ash of that Hali Gabi reaches up to our 20 meters. Asia, India was also some, many of our flights were delayed and many flights were suspended because there was a very poor visibility. So हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि वहाँ के जगहों में आग की फूंक से हमें यह नहीं सकता, क्योंकि हम उस हवा को हम भी ब्रीथ करते हैं। So that is the impact of this forest. But who is doing that? No one else is doing it. And you done it, no one is doing it. We are doing it for our citizens. The another important factor, that is the mission of the government. मैं आपको थोड़ा सा पीछे ले जाता हूँ और मैं जब को स्टॉप कर दीजिए जहाँ पे आपको दिखा क्या है सिटी में जस्ट व्हाट हैपेंड। अगर हम 2015 की बात करें, 2005 की बात करें, इफ यू रिमेंबर द प्रोटोकॉल in 2015 there was a Paris agreement. In 2023, 24, 25 you remember COP28, COP29, मैं थोड़ा सा आपको देखना चाहूँगा। In Kyoto Protocol, decision was taken. 3 very important decisions were made. Same decisions were repeated in the Paris Agreement, which was signed on the 12th of December 2015 by 195 countries on the world. What was the very first thing is that we will reduce at least 1 billion ton of the carbon dioxide by 2020. 2025 तक हम एटलीस्ट 1 बिलियन टन कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड कम करेंगे, ये पेरिस एग्रीमेंट का डिसीजन है। कोई तो प्रोटोकॉल में नहीं कि हम हर हालत में 1.5 डिग्री से ऊपर टेम्परेचर नहीं जाएंगे। डियर फ्रेंड, 2025 ओवर हो चुका है और जो पहला डिसीजन है वो भी कहीं इम्पॉर्टेंट हो गया, क्योंकि हम 1.5 डिग्री से ऊपर ऐसे तीसरा महत्वपूर्ण डिसीजन, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट डिसीजन टेकन इन द पेरिस एग्रीमेंट दैट at least 43% reduction in the greenhouse gases will be done by 2030. इसे प्रीवियस मैं उसको दिखाना चाहूँगा। यस, हमने डिसीजन लिया था कि 43% रिडक्शन हम ग्रीन हाउस गैसेस की कम करेंगे बाय। चलिए 2030 अभियान को बाकी है, लेट अस सी दे विल अचीव। But the very important fact which I want to put before you people, in 2024, जो जंगल की आग थी that was comparatively less as compared to 2020. लेकिन what happened? 16% more emission of the carbon dioxide took place. That resulted 8.1 billion ton of the carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Just by forest fire, we added 8.1 billion ton of the carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. और 2025 का डाटा आपके सामने, by all means we have added 38.1 billion ton of the carbon dioxide. मित्रों, आपके सामने डाटा है। हमारा फैसला था कि 2025 में हम 1 बिलियन टन कम करेंगे, लेकिन केवल 2025 में 38.1 बिलियन टन of the carbon dioxide. This is a matter of introspection. The decision we are taking at the international community, whether we are executing all those decisions in the letter and the spirit or not, there is a need to introspect. Another impact, that is with the destruction of the habitat, that next thought, yes, that is the human and the wildlife conflicts. With the destruction of the habitat, you know what is happening. Those wild species animals, they are coming to the human habitation. We have reports from the Assam, from the Jammu and Kashmir, from the Kerala also. The human and the wildlife conflict, they are increasing. Who is responsible for that? Just a few months back, if you remember, there was a big news in the national channels also that 10 innocent people lost their life because when certain furious wolves entered into the human habitation in the Bahraich district of Uttar Pradesh. That Bahraich area suffered from the attack of the wild wolf. Those 10 innocent people lost their life. Do you think it is the encroachment of this wild animal to the human habitation, or it is the encroachment of the human being in the habitat? This wild animal. We people are responsible. क्योंकि जिनके अपने घर उजड़े हैं, why don't we say they will retaliate and they are retaliating? They are retaliating. अभी 20 दिसंबर की घटना है, you will be surprised to see that what happened. Rajdhani Express in Assam that hit the big horn of the elephant and 8 elephants died across to death. So how is it? Because we have encroached their jurisdiction. Many reports are saying that people, they are buying this wild animal, that may be elephant, that may be man. Just for our interest. Just for our interest. This is very important. Many such issues are there. Please go ahead. Go ahead. I have to speak about the paucity of the time. Another thing is that, go ahead. You know, many such issues are there. It may be the environmental pollution, the kind of the chemical which we are adding into the soil just to increase the soil productivity, just to enhance the crop productivity, but all those chemicals they are lost.
They are not seeing that. That's why we are suffering from the many such problems. Our chief guest and the chairman of this Minerva, they have mentioned about the plastic issue. Plastic is really, even Dr. Deepak Patani also mentioned, it is the one of the major problem at present. We are suffering from with plastic. Everywhere you can see that plastic is there. Dear friend, I want to show you just a few reports. Please go ahead. Come forward. Can you speak it? This year, और आगे चलिए। इसी साल के रिपोर्ट में अभी न्यूयॉर्क स्कूल ऑफ मेडिसिन ने क्या कहा और आगे चलिए। 90% of the prostate cancer in case of the male, they were all because of the certain microplastic. Can you measure 90%? मैं पिछले साल की रिपोर्ट की आप मेरी रिपोर्ट में कहीं आ गए पिछले साल की रिपोर्ट की अगर आपसे बात करूं फ्रेंड्स yes definitely that report was given by the scientific community of the Vienna, Austria. What they have said that microplastic is there in the air and we are imitating all those microplastics. And those microplastics are interfering with the alveoli of the lungs, lung tissues known as the alveolar tissue. That's why we are suffering certain problem that make the malignancy in the gaseous like disease. This has been said by the Vienna scientific community of the Vienna, Austria. एक और रिपोर्ट मैं आपको दिखाना चाहता हूँ इसके बाद वाली जो 2024 की which has been released by the scientific community of India. What they have said? 1 kilogram of the sea salt, I'm talking about the sea salt, not the rock salt, that may contain the 50 microplastic. ये कहाँ से आया? The plastic which was thrown by big people hither and thither by going down to the stream, to the river and flying to the sea, where the crystallization of the salt was taking place, that microplastic was incorporated in that. And we are taking that step. We are taking that step. Dear friend, there is a dark need to stop usage in this country. In that way, Himachal Pradesh is very lucky that we were having a visionary chief minister, Professor Prem Kumar. He is the man from the Kennedy fraternity, he is the man from the higher education. On the 2nd of October, when we celebrate the Mahatma Shastri and Mahatma Gandhi Jayanti, on that day, he banned the polythene in the state of the Himachal Pradesh. Why so is it a question behind? What is more important whether it is the value to the government or it is the health of the people. He opted the health of the people and he officially banned the polythene in the state of the Himachal, and Himachal became first state in the country to officially ban the polythene and first state among the Southeast Asia who are there is a dark need to have such kind of information. I would like to congratulate the present government also. They have also started a very good thing. The buyback policy. These 250 ml and the 500 ml of the plastic bottle have been banned in the official function. Government is taking buyback, that is at the rate of the 75 rupees per kg. Government is taking all those polythene. They are disposing it at their home. That is required. That is required. Dear friend, I have many such issues. I have 200 transparency. I can speak together or others together. Because of the paucity of the time, I will just going to stop with the very beautiful message, which Patalji has also said that, but I will take it in a very different way. What has been said by our Honorable Prime Minister. Our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, he has given the message to the next, COP30, which happened in the November and December 2025 in the Ballon in the Brazil, and he gave a very beautiful message. उन्होंने कहा कि ये जो क्लाइमेट चेंज ये बाकी देशों के लिए आंकड़े ना पहुंच सकते, जो पर्यावरण के इशू है ये आंकड़े मात्र बाकी देशों के लिए हो सकते हैं, लेकिन भारत इसको अपने संस्कारों में चलता है. The kind of the balance between the growth and the development and the nature, it was there in our culture, it was there in our ritual, it was there in our tradition, but there is a need to revive. उनको रिवाइव करने के लिए मैं इस वक्तव्य के साथ समाप्त करूंगा. उन्होंने क्यों ऐसा कहा? Dear friend, I will take you back. What happened in 1973? In 1973, if you remember, a small village in the Uttarakhand, where the Chipko movement started, and it goes to Sundarlam Pahuna and the Gaura Devi, and echo of that movement was heard even in the Washington DC. Western world has appreciated that movement. This happened in 1973.
अब उससे भी पीछे चलते बट 1859 1859 की अगर बात करते हैं उस वक्त हम स्वतंत्र नहीं थे, हम अंग्रेजों के अधीन। There was an order of the British government to cut the salt tree. That is known as the Surya Vyavastha in the Bastar district of Chhattisgarh. You know what's happened? Credit goes to the tribal community of that Bastar district. They united their hands together. They disobeyed that order of the British government and they gave a slogan: एक पेड़ के बदले एक सींग। अगर आप एक पेड़ काटेंगे, हम आपका एक आदमी काटेंगे। This is how they protected their forest because that was a kind of the infringement of their right. उससे भी थोड़ा सा पीछे जाएं, मैं आपको 1730 की बात करूं। When the king of the Jodhpur Raja Abhay Singh, he ordered to cut the khejri plant. राजस्थान में मेडिसिनल प्लांट होता है जिसको खेजरी प्लांट कहते हैं, कलपत्र ट्री भी कहते हैं। He ordered to cut that khejri plant in the Jodhpur. But credit goes to the Bishnoi community that Amrita Devi and 363 people, they lost their life, but they become history. आज हम लोगों को याद रख रहे हैं 2% जान गवा दी लेकिन पेड़ों को कटने नहीं दिया। 1730 की बात है। Rest of the world was navigating for the civilization and we were having that component of the conservation of the beach. आपको याद होगा जो सलमान खान के ऊपर केस हुआ था, जो चित्तल वाला फिल्म वाला, that has been filed by the Bishnoi community. That community is so very important. There is a need to welcome those people. 363 लोगों की जान उसके बीच में गई है, लेकिन उन्होंने फॉरेस्ट को नहीं रखा। अभी पटियाल की बात कर रहे थे, what is there the Guru Granth Sahib? Air is Guru, water is father and earth is mother. हमने उसको माँ बाप और गुरु का दर्जा दिया जो समाज में सबसे ऊपर है। पर्यावरण के कंपोनेंट पे चाहे वो पानी है, चाहे वो हवा है, चाहे वो हमारी धरती माता है। ये किसी कल्चर में, किसी संस्कृति में नहीं मिलेगा कि धरती को हम माँ के नाम से कहते हैं। डियर फ्रेंड, हम उससे भी पीछे षष्ठी की बात हमारे चीफ गेस्ट ने भी कही। We have that tradition to worship the plants. हम तुलसी की पूजा करते हैं, पीपल की पूजा करते हैं, बरगद की पूजा करते हैं, हम उनको पूजते हैं plants। हम एनिमल्स की भी पूजा करते हैं। गाय, cow, lion, elephant, peacock, many more species are there in the nature which are being worshipped in our culture. हम तो पहाड़ों की भी पूजा करते हैं, चाहे वो मणि महेश, चाहे वो कामता हिल, चाहे वो नीलकंठ महादेव। Dear friend, this is not at all the orthodox approach. ये कोई रूढ़िवादिता नहीं है। This is a kind of a sympathetic mindset of the people to love, regard and respect this nature. तभी हमारे ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने कहा कि ये आंकड़े मात्र बाकी देशों के लिए हो सकते हैं, ये चीजें हमारे संस्कारों में हैं, हमें उसको रिवाइव करने की जरूरत है। There is a need to revive those values. हम तभी इसको बचा सकते हैं। भारत कोई मात्र सफेरों का देश नहीं है। This land, India, is a land. It is a piece of the knowledge and the source of the inspiration for the rest of the world. India has contributed a lot to the rest of the world, and we are in that position to contribute many more things. लास्ट में एक बात कहूँगा जो प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कही है, एक पेड़ मां के नाम, जो पटियाल जी ने भी कहा कि अपने कैंपस में हर बच्चे से आकर के एक पेड़ लगाया। इस पर्यावरण का समाधान किसने हो सकता? हमारे लोगों का कैपेसिटी नहीं है, हमारे पास ब्रेन है, हमारे पास साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी है, लेकिन अगर हमें कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की कंसंट्रेशन को कम करना है तो केवल और केवल मात्र प्लांट्स इसके लिए यूज कर सकते हैं। सो एक पेड़ मां के नाम का उनका जो संदेश है, हम इसको जरूर अपने साथ लेके जाएं। हम एक पेड़ जरूर उसमें लगाएं क्योंकि मां के साथ हम जुड़े हैं, इमोशनली जुड़े हैं। We regard, we respect our mother, और जब अपनी मां के नाम से पेड़ लगाएंगे, हम उसकी प्रोटेक्शन भी करेंगे, उसको बचा के रखेंगे और उसको बढ़ाने करेंगे। So with these words, thank you very much, friends. Thanks for your patience listening. I'm grateful to the organizers for giving me such a academic introduction. It is actually intellectual and बहुत भाई पठानिया जी पूरी टीम के लिए और मिनरवा कॉलेज की जो इंस्टीट्यूट है सबके लिए थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक यू।
Thank you very much, sir, for your these valuable words. And it is in the real sense the conference means your valuable words and your knowledge about the environment. We are very fortunate that you personality is here in between us. So, ladies and gentlemen, to motivate creativity in science, we are glad to share that Sudhir Steel Industry Yesur is sponsoring 3 awards for Best Model competition named late Shri Master Prakash Chandalia ji of the prize money will 5,000 for first prize, 3,000 for second prize and 2,000 for third prize. The CMD of this industry and MD of Sweet Industry in between us, and we will not lose this opportunity to honor you, sir. So, all the entities and the MD and CMD of the industry, I request you all, please move forward to honor these personalities. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to motivate them. This is one question from my side, guys. A fourth prize is also there as a consolation prize with an award money of 1,000. So once again, give a big round of applause for these personalities who are always there to motivate the students in the field of science. Once again, thank you very much, sir. Now, it is time for the vote of thanks. And for vote of thanks, I would like to invite Professor Rajesh Kumar Sharma from SQ. Before I invite sir, I would like to tell you something about the career of Sharma. Professor Sharma is presently serving as Dean College Development Council from Head Department of Physics at the Sardar Patel University, Mandi. With over 23 years of experience, he has made remarkable contribution in teaching, research, and academic administration. He has worked internationally as project fellow with the Royal Academy of Engineering, London, and as a visiting scientist at Cambridge University, UK. Professor Sharma has published 83 research papers, 92 patents, with 11 patents granted by IPR India. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, two hands together for Professor Sharma for vote of thanks. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. So this is the last step of any inaugural and valedictory sessions, and I am fortunate enough to stand before you in this last step because lunch is waiting for you. So on the dais of this 2 days national conference, the chief guest of the day, I am extremely thankful to him that he has spared this huge, I mean to say, that this long time with us this morning, Honorable Professor S.K. Mehta ji, as has been told to people, that we are very fortunate to have him today, and as a